Right, we are live. I must look at the camera and not at my screen on the left because I've actually got my panel on my screen on the left and I've got something else on the screen in front of me. It'll all become clear in a bit. Hello, YouTube. Hello. Welcome to this week's Midweek Geek. I am joined by a man who has a fearsome reputation, who he bristles on the outside, but I can confirm that he is warm and cuddly on the inside.
Really not, but that's okay. You keep thinking what you want to think, and that way when the blood starts flowing, you'll be as surprised as everybody else in
the room. That's Bear. And Iman, a man who is warm and cuddly on the outside, and inside he's smells of weed.
Smells of weed.
I'm glad there's a D at the end of that.
and Joker on the outside and on the inside. Who knows? Who has any idea?
Smells of cabbage. Small
cabbage. Right.
Yes.
And we have some people in chat. Saxius has said hello. I said hello to Saxius. Bear said hello to Saxius.
Can't hear you, buddy.
Can't hear me.
No, you sound like you're vanishing into the mist.
I'm just
what I heard earlier, that's a bad thing, the mist in your games.
You said I was quiet early on.
No, I said you guys are the loudest people I've ever met in my life because you start the backstage green show as and if he's there,
I'm not whispering.
If he is there, my neighbors hear it.
I'm not whispering, but I will turn up my microphone.
Well, it's not a whispering. I think he leaned away from the microphone, and as a result, he wasn't picking up your audio.
Possibly. Should be louder now, though.
Oh, you're fine.
Okay. I want to lean back. I don't want to have to sit by my microphone. Hello, Halakar. Hello, Mr. Baker. How are you doing, chaps? There aren't many people with us yet. Not many people intrigued by the topic, perhaps. But hey,
it's not a real attention grabber. Old men sit around and talk about art they didn't create.
Yeah, well, I thought we'd have a bit of do one of these tier lists where people vote and that sort of thing and just get involved and chat. And how's the gaming been, Bear?
We had a heroic game on Monday that went really well. It was really fun. They got to punch Nazis and get punched back by Nazis. So that worked out really well for them. And then tonight we have Old School Essentials. Thursday, tomorrow, I think I have Star Trek tomorrow, or it could be next week. I got to check my calendar. Yeah, next week, Star Trek. So then I have Old School Essentials tonight, nothing tomorrow, and then Friday I have the other heroic game. And, follow the pattern.
Cool. Mm-hmm. And Iman and Joker, I know Bear's tired of us talking about Call of Cthulhu, but I know you're going to because you've done a bit of that recently, chaps, haven't you?
Dying, yes.
Say that again.
Yes, dying, Joker, dying twice in the space of 3 days.
24 hours.
Yeah, 24 hours, yeah.
48, yeah.
48, yeah.
He died on Sunday and then he died on Tuesday.
Solomon Grundy. Born on Monday.
Yes. Died on Tuesday.
Buried on Wednesday. Something like that.
Yeah, I can't remember. Yeah. It's all that. Yes, they've been playing a lot of Call of Cthulhu. Iman's won his second game.
Grundy, born on a Monday, christened on a Tuesday, married on a Wednesday, took ill on Thursday, worse on Friday, died on Saturday, buried on Sunday. This is the end of Solomon Grundy.
There we go. Okay. Well, we were a bit premature with died on Tuesday, weren't we? So
you were just trying to get him the fuck out of there as fast as you could.
Yes. But no, Iman ran his second game of Call of Cthulhu on Sunday night for a same scenario with a different group. It turned out very, very differently. Very, very differently.
Well, that's what different groups do, right?
Yeah.
How did it turn out, Iman?
So, I won't bore you too much, but 2 characters died from the creature. 1 character died because the 4th character sacrificed him. So it was a
sounds
success.
more like a Call of Cthulhu game.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
It was
and then we played
very enjoyable for me. Quite cathartic.
And we completed the first Reign of Terror scenario last night, and that involved the death of a character, and that was Joker's character. his character being one of those who died on Sunday as well. So there we go, a double death Joker. But they've completed the 1789 scenario.
And didn't I die in Andy's game?
Oh yeah, and the Saturday bits and pieces game, of course.
Oh
knew we were
yes,
missing one.
Did you die in Andy's? I didn't think you did die,
No.
but you were
on
knocked
0 hit
down
points.
on 0 hit points and dragged out. Yeah,
Good
so
as
you,
dead.
yeah, you suffered. So you've had a suffering. Yeah, Andy ran a game for us as well, which is good, which is nice. So lots of people winning games, and it's mostly
And-
Call of Cthulhu.
I'd be amiss if I didn't mention Heroic on Friday as well. Oh man, like we ended on a cliffhanger last session. We picked up from the cliffhanger. It could have been a TPK, but it wasn't. And yeah, we've only got 2 sessions left to the end of the story arc. So
Ooh.
we're really in the
Speaking
thick of it now.
Speaking of deaths, our new DM on the server ran a game on Saturday, a game of OSE, and multiple characters died in that as well. So
3 out of 5, I believe.
something like that. He may be a young fellow, but he certainly seems to follow the old school mentality of if they die, they die.
I must break him.
Yes.
It's just very much the Drago mentality.
If
If he dies, he
he
dies.
dies.
And I think Dan was the first one to die. I think.
Yeah. So. there
Oh
we
yeah,
go.
Bear. So during Deadlight, my session, Dan disappeared / fell asleep halfway through. Couldn't tell because his camera wasn't on, but his character died first. So
Did it die while he wasn't on camera?
yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
See, I assigned a D6 and like rolled a D6 to see who it would attack. So I didn't choose.
And then secretly picked him anyway.
No. It picked him.
It picked him.
We can't teach you anything, can we? You just refuse to
The
learn.
dice went very story-like. I just went with it.
They can help the story. They can
Hello,
really help the
Beans.
story.
Hello.
You got a beans invasion.
Well, he's not sure. He's being very hesitant right now. He's staring at me, but he's unsure of the concept of coming over. So we do this. Oh, there.
And there you
Now
get
you
upside
are
down
here,
cat.
Beans. You may be right here for all the world to see.
The fact that he just accepts you doing that to him.
It's just a
I
little
am
flick
now
of
a
the
carpet.
tail.
Unlike dogs, cats can tell the difference in size. So he knows, like, I could destroy him. I will destroy you.
I will destroy you.
See,
Hello,
then he attacks.
Lithaldus.
Yes, I say, man.
Hmm.
That's the eye of a killer.
Halakar says there was nothing better in high school than when a player would go to call his girlfriend or something and tell us, just run my character until I come back. Was that usually a death sentence?
Sounds like it.
Absent player's character will investigate trap. Absent player's character will charge at monster.
Absent player's character needs food badly.
Yes. Right, shall we dive straight into the topic tonight?
Well, I wanted to tell you about my new thing that I made a video about last night that I'm doing.
Oh, go on then.
Oh yeah.
Yes, but I have to share something with you first. I have to share an image.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
Give me a moment. So I have often said many times, openly and with a loud mouth, every game designer eventually must have their D&D hack, right? Eventually, everybody's going to release their own hack of BX, what have you. And I shall be no different. I shall be the same. But mine, sharing the image with you, I think will be a little more interesting. I present to you Battle Axe, a game set in the concept of 80s barbarian films. Over the top, violence, every weapon type, slashing, bashing, piercing, shooting, is going to have its own critical table for when you roll a 20. You can either do double damage or roll a crit, like cleave skull and, pierce lungs and all that kind of fun shit. It's going to be violent. It's going to be bloody as hell, and it's going to be insane. No levels. Why would we have levels? Levels are stupid. We're getting rid of levels. What we have instead is 4 tiers of your character's journey. Tier 1, nameless. You're one amongst many. No one knows who you are. Tier 2, you're a hero now. You're making a name for yourself. Tier 3, you're a champion. Tier 4, you're a legend. How do you get there? You follow the path of legend that you decide for yourself when you make your character or roll randomly. And when you hit the certain milestones and you collect all of that, you get better. There's also going to be a fate and a fury system where you will collect fate and fury points. Fate does crazy shit, saves your life, makes rolls succeed. Fury, you spend that like passion. You use that to fucking do extra damage. You use that to leap from the balcony and cleave the guy in two with your sword as you land on the ground. It's going to be fucking nuts. Coming soon. I'm writing it.
There we go.
Nice.
There we go. There we go. And Letholdus has already said he wants that.
Yes. Well, Leth, I look forward to you buying it.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, man.
What mechanics what mechanics style you?
I'm starting from a BX base and then going from there.
Okay. So it'll be familiar.
That logo already available on my Teespring store, by the way.
So it'll be familiar to those who are familiar with your OSE's basics.
Yeah. Strength, Dex, Con, Wisdom, Charisma, that whole 9 yards. But there's no levels. You're going to have a pool of hit points that never get any bigger, but they'll be really good because it'll be, it's pretty intense. The classes are very interesting. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. If I can get it written properly, it's going to be fun. Or it might fail. Who knows?
Who knows? Hello, Janet from that other planet.
Janet's in the other chat. She's in my chat. Hi, Janet.
She is. Right. Okay. So I thought we'd have just a fairly chill stream tonight, and we'd have a look at some pretty artwork. Now, this particular artist does polarize opinion a little. Not everybody likes the style that his work brought to the best known book that he contributed towards. But it very much defined that book. He sadly passed away 2 years ago, and he was British. He was an art teacher. I think having an art teacher who drew monsters in the Fiend Folio and fighting fantasy books when I was 12, 13 or 14 would have made me want to be an artist. I'd have still been shit. I am shit at drawing. I'd have still been shit, but I'd have wanted to be an artist because that would have been cool. Can you think of anything cooler in an art lesson than your art teacher is the guy who illustrated the Warlock of Firetop Mountain?
I can think of some cooler things, but for the purposes of this, yeah, that's
it would be pretty cool, though, wouldn't it? It would be pretty cool. If you're a nerd at 12, 13, 14 in the early 80s, and your art teacher was the mad mind behind the artwork in that book, then that would be cool.
Oh, yeah.
Hello, Nerd's Nerd. So, in case you aren't familiar with his name, he is Russ Nicholson. He was Russ Nicholson. And I am going to share, hopefully I've got this right. Hopefully it's correctly set up as screen 1. No, be screen 2 then. Present. Screen 2.
So not set up correctly at all.
My computer keeps switching between screens as to which one is screen 1 and which one is screen 2.
Absolutely, the computer's fault. I believe that 100%.
So there we have a tier list on the left, which is Geek, Nerd, Dweeb, Dork, and Table Flip. On the right, over here, we have the first piece of artwork we're going to look. I've put the ones that people will be most familiar with at the beginning. His most famous work, as far as everyone here is concerned, is probably that.
Yes.
That was drawn under his pseudonym of Emmanuel. But he drew that, the cover of the Fiend Folio, which is a rather striking cover. So we're going to go with a few Fiend Folio images to begin with, and then we're going to branch out to other ones I found on his blog, and something I didn't really know beforehand. Reading the blog that was written 5 years ago of somebody who has since passed away, it's a bit. Blogs are quite personal, and he's talking about his experiences in the industry, and it felt strange. But hey ho,
Like you were
Hey-ho.
crying almost.
yeah. So hello, Mike.
Voyeuristic.
Yeah, it felt weird. It felt a bit. I don't know. So our first one, this one we're looking at here, is an image from the Fiendfolio. This is his early work, but I think this picture defines his style. Most of it was black and white, and most of it was quite grotesque and horrific. I can't think of many pieces of work that he did where the heroes are winning. They're mostly being shredded. They're mostly in deep doo-doo. And this is a group of measles strangling, killing a group of adventurers to feast on them. I put this here because it's ones that it defines the look of the Fiendfolio for me. It was quite a grotesque looking book, and I rather liked it. But what do you lot think of this?
By you lot, do you mean us?
Yeah, everybody. Chat.
Oh.
You three.
B. Solid B.
Solid B, you think? Solid B. We're grading it S-A-B-C-D. S being geek level, which is top level. Then we go down nerd, dweeb, dork, and table flip.
Yeah. I'm with Bear.
Bear gives the measle a B.
Yeah,
Joker, what do you do?
I would probably do the same.
Okay.
It's an
Chat.
interesting piece.
It is. Chat, what do you have to say about this one? Chat aren't saying anything at the moment, which is a bit of a shame. Apart from Nerd taking the mickey about what I was saying. He wasn't my art teacher, sadly. My art teacher was an old hippie. But hey ho. With a B and a C, not bad, but nothing to write home about. Okay.
Yeah.
Long chin, big forehead, forearms, two long fangs. Yeah. That was his style. Looks like it's going to get a solid B. We've got 5 B votes and a C. I'm going to let you into a little secret. I give it a B as well, even though I remember it fondly. I've been looking at all his work today and looking at all his other stuff. It's in the middle. Hello, Jerry. So I think we can safely put this image straight in as a benchmark in the middle in B.
Let's see.
Right. Let's see. Yes, you're right, Joker. Well spotted, Joker.
I know
Why
my
won't it let
alphabet. I might not be able to count in German, but I know my ABCs.
Did you see it move then? I moved it and it jumped back.
You have to take it out and then put it back in.
It doesn't want to move.
The computer wants to be C. Computer
doesn't
says no.
Computer's saying,
Oh, shit.
computer is indeed saying no. It's not letting me move it.
Can you refresh the page, perhaps?
Are you in Europe? Do you need an adapter?
There you go.
The William.
Wait.
Yeah, but that's taken all the
Well
images.
done, Iman. Your tech support made everything go away.
So let's reload all these images again. Here we go.
Oh,
And they were all neatly sorted as well.
Welcome to the randomizer.
Right, let's see if it'll go in B now. There we go. It's gone into B properly now. So there we go. Hello, Jeb. Hello, RPG Dad. Right. So. Hello, Bane.
Burn.
Next one up very annoyingly, the Windows display thing doesn't like to put these in the order that you want. But I've got the Death Knight from the Fiend Folio next.
Yeah, I give that one a solid A. That one
Yes.
inspired so much creativity and thought in my head back in the 80s. I was like, what is this thing? How do I use this thing? This thing looks awesome. So,
Yes. And it sort of defines his macabre weirdness as well to his style. He drew a lot of undead, a lot of ugly humanoids doing wretched things.
That's what a lot of the Final Fantasy monsters were, right?
Absolutely.
I'd give it an A as well. I think it's better than the last one, but it's still not quite S-worthy.
Yep. Joker?
Honestly, since we're still working at these early ones, I'd probably put him just about approaching A, but I don't know where about. It'd be leaving B going into A, but yeah.
Okay.
I heard A. I'm sure he said A at some point in that.
He did.
The rest of it,
He did.
Way to sit on the fence there, Joker.
Yes,
Wow.
yes. He's perched on the scales.
Well,
got
obviously, a lot of my comments are going to come artistically wise more than game related wise. But yeah,
Yeah, I
Did you
mean,
say
obviously,
artistically or artistically?
Why not both?
Why not
Why
both?
not both?
Artistically and autistically, a bit of both. Yes.
He's artistically autistic.
So that is a solid A, right? Okay. So you get the idea. We'll put Death Knight into A. So the order has gone all over the place. So I'm going to have to find the next. Yeah, it's Iman. We can blame Iman.
Blame him on. Yeah.
I'm gonna
well.
grab another Fiend Folio one. Let's have a look down the bottom. First Fiend Folio one I see. We've already done the Measle. Let's do the Revenant, tearing someone's head. Oh no, strangling somebody while having his arm torn off.
Can you make that
hello.
bigger?
You want it bigger?
Yes, please. Oh, that's dark.
I like that one a lot.
Yeah, that's S tier for me, baby.
I was going to say that's an S from me.
Yeah.
It feels
Oh,
like
that's
everything
easy
is.
S tier for me.
It's what the Wizard of Oz should have been.
It feels like there's just enough detail without being too much, and what is there is amazing.
Yeah. It's graphically horrific as well.
Oh
And-
God,
I like
yeah,
the
you
look
look
on
at
the
that.
monster's face is like, you didn't just cut my fucking arm off. Like, he doesn't look. He's not like, ow. He's like, fuck, I am gonna hurt you now. He looks mad. I love it.
The other things about Revenants is they were relentless against one enemy. So he looks angry that the other two are getting in his way because he clearly wants the one he's strangling. And the other two are just sort of
Is that your head canon on this?
Yeah, that's what I think. That's what I think because that's how Revenants acted. They would go relentlessly for whoever wronged them in life.
Well, I will support this.
Yeah. This looks like it's getting an S because there's
Yeah.
lots and lots
Oh,
of S
yeah.
votes. Halakha, yeah, I fully agree with you. I'd love to see a well-colored version of this. In his later
I
life,
wouldn't. To be honest, I wouldn't. I like it in black and white.
though, Nicholson did do color versions of some of his more famous pieces. So
You know what? Normally, I would prefer color versions, but I think this one is one of the exceptions. Like it, black and
I was
white.
going to say black and white sets the atmosphere, don't it?
Yeah.
Like you have to look at it. You have to find the details. You have to spend time with it. Or if it was in color, it's just, it's right there for you. Anyway, S tier all the way.
S, easy S.
So the Revenant goes into S tier, and I need to
Ain't
find
no
it on
party
my
like
list
an
down
S-tier
here.
party.
Oh, good God. Where's the Revenant on my list down the bottom? Can anyone see the Revenant?
No.
It's down here somewhere. It's down here, so it has to be. There it is. Revenant into S tier. Right. Moving along. Next one along. I put this one in because it's another undead. And I think it just focuses on the grotesqueness. This is a Huikuva. It's one of the images I do like from the Fiend Folio, but I mean, I don't think it's one of his best. But
My response to that is, yeah, that's all I can comment on this picture.
I like that it's got me looking for details as I'm wanting to see what everything is. But as an overall picture,
A.
C plus.
Nah. This against the Fiend Folio cover, nah. This is a C easy.
Okay.
Well, at least a B. I do like the score though.
Again, it's a B from me. Hello, Space Canuck Man.
Space Canuck Man.
Yes.
That's a name that pops in from time to time.
First time I'm seeing it, but if you are,
He was at Claricon.
Which guy was he at Claricon? There's a lot of people at Claricon.
Yes, he was there on the first day. It was there
Again,
early.
there were a lot of people there on the first day.
More specific, please.
No, the first proper day.
He had a beard. That'll really narrow it down.
The first proper day we let go, I believe. Gave me a very nice hoodie.
Well, nice to see you there, Space Canuck Man. If we met at the Claricon, sorry, I don't know your face to that name.
I remember he was there for the panel.
I was on the panel.
I was on the panel as well.
Yes, you were.
Yes, we were.
I believe we were sitting side by side, weren't we?
We were, yes.
Oh my God. I'm a big and little one.
Yes. Wasn't I sort of sat between you and Sean?
Yeah, you were the titch filling in our titch sandwich.
Yes.
All right, C, B, where are we going with this one?
It's leaning towards a high C at the moment. It's leaning towards a high C. There's
Wow, you spelled it wrong twice. Well done, buddy.
What's that? Purple. Toque.
What Americans call a beanie. I don't know what you guys call them in the UK. Maybe you call them a knit hat. I don't know, but we call them a toque in Canada because that's the French word.
All right. Yeah, we call them beanies.
It's a hat.
No, sir, it's a toque.
Huikuva goes into C. Right, let's have a little look and see what we can come up with next. The next one along.
How many of these are there?
Ooh, quite a few. Quite a few.
About 50.
This is the Ettercap.
Aren't ettercaps supposed to be spiders?
They're spidery humanoids with
It
sort
doesn't
of
have any spidery at all to it.
Yeah, this doesn't look like a spider. I'm not grossed out by it.
But if you look at later depictions and the Ettercaps as they appeared in even some video games, it was similar to this to this image.
And Manfred, not everywhere in the U.S. Some places call them beanies, some places call them knit caps, some call them ski caps. Trust me, we know in Canada because we always say toque, and we try and explain it to Americans. We eventually get one of those thrown at us. But anyway, this does not look like an ettercap. Therefore, I do not give it a high rating. As nice as it is, I'm giving it a B.
Okay. Get to B from me.
I can only judge it based on what I see because I don't know what the actual creature is supposed to be, but I give it a B.
Okay. Okay.
Like if I came across that, yeah, I'd be kind of scared. But it's not like you describe it as like a spidery humanoid. That's not what I imagine. You know,
Hairy with spindly limbs and tends to hang out with spiders, poisonous, that sort of
doesn't
thing.
have enough. Doesn't
You're supposed to have multiple
have
eyes.
enough
too.
knees.
Doesn't have enough knees. Joker, what's your vote on this one?
I agree with the guys, but artistically wise, I'd be tempted to put him just scraping into A, but definitely B.
Okay. It's heading towards a low B at the moment because chat have a little all over the place with their votes. We're mostly B here. There's some B's, C's, and D's in chat. So it's leaning towards a low B. So that's where the Etacap dives in at the moment. There we go. Let's bring up the eye. I believe this is known as an Eye of Fear and Flame. Similar.
Ooh.
There's a lot of very similar sort of images in here. He did a lot of undead sort of stuff. But I think this one has a bit more mystery to it.
I'd give that an A.
You like that, do you?
I like that.
I'll give it
Does he know how to put a VHS tape in a video recorder?
Don't know. I mean, it was in the 80s, so probably yes.
I know how to do that.
I'm going B.
I used to love
Joker?
that too. A.
Okay.
I used to love that.
So-
tablet.
So with my B, we've got 3 A's and 5 B's so far. I'm with Halakar on this. I like it, but it's not up to Death Knight standard. And I gave Death Knight an A.
I think the Death Knight is slightly above this, but this is still an A.
Okay. Well, it's top. Hello, Svinfilka. It's top level B at the moment.
I wouldn't argue with that.
Okay. Anyone want to ping it down? But it's not going to be knocked down because it's had so many B's and a few A's. It's going to the top, very top of the B's, above the strangling measles.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like a disease, that doesn't it?
It does.
It does, yes.
One that Saxius would put in his games.
Okay. Let's go with this one next.
Mother.
Mother.
Sorry, hang
A
on.
mountain. This is a mountain giant. Now, I like this because it actually feels like a giant. You are looking up at a giant from the ground. It feels big. You are a small, useless, a small, insignificant human. This thing is 20 foot tall and is looking down on you with a large club. Okay.
That is way taller than 20 feet tall.
Okay.
You
might
enlarge
know
the
what's going
picture a bit, John.
Yeah. But I like.
I'm going to trust the guy who's above 6 foot that's over 20 foot tall.
Well, look at the trees in the background, right?
Their
Because one of the problems a lot of the D&D artists have, they draw the giants way too big, and they don't make sense as a result.
I like the perspective in this one, though. I think the way
It's nice, but
Yes.
Is his mouth open or is that his chin? I can't tell. Is he going?
mouth's
Or is he going? I can't tell.
I think his mouth's closed.
I'm just saying it could be either. Okay.
Okay.
Christ.
Right. What are you three saying for this?
See,
C.
Man,
Not his best drawing.
B.
B. Okay. We got C's and D's from chat.
There's a little Russ on the ground there as well.
Yes. That's his signature. Okay.
I never would have guessed.
No. I do like the way all the old D&D artists used to sign their pictures.
Do you know what? Maybe. Do you know what, John? The story I told you yesterday, Was Russ Nicholson the one that did the reprints of the Fighting Fantasy books, or was that someone else that did those?
Someone else did those.
Okay.
He was the
Because I know
original
the
artist.
interior artwork was still him.
Yeah, well, it would have been redone.
Okay.
There was a bit on his blog about how some of the reproductions weren't very good because some of the lines got broken up in the re-scanning sort of phase.
Oh.
And he showed some of the originals on his blog, and you can see the differences. But okay, this is going in as a C, and it goes. Ooh, it goes right next to the Hoover in C. Because it's got a few B's, but it's got mostly C's and then a few D's. So okay. We are motoring. More Fiend Folio. Hello, Mercurius.
Okay. I'm down with it.
Ooh,
Okay.
interesting. Death talking to Rincewind.
I'm trying to. Is that
Maybe.
a staff that the guy's holding?
Some sort of
Yeah.
stuff.
It looks like it. Yes.
I don't know. It feels heavy
Hello.
metal.
Thank you, Mercurius. Thank you, kind sir. A generous man, as always.
B minus.
B minus from Bear. Okay, we've got B, C, B, C, B. Okay, B, C, B, C, B from chat.
B.
Another B.
I'd say high B. Yeah, not quite as good as the Revenant one, but it's getting there.
Okay.
Yeah, I was going to say I'll put it after the. I'll put it after the skeleton.
This is probably my favourite piece of artwork in the Fiend Folio.
I
love it.
I do like it.
I love it. I love all the intricate details on his on the folds and the cloaks.
Oh,
This.
Dan.
Daniel.
Oh yeah, detail. If he was going on detail alone, it'd be very close to an A. But yeah,
Mercurius gifted that to Man in Hades, and Dan's
Man in Hades.
were Off Grid Gaming, Geek Ledger, Hyrax, PBR Street Gang, and General No.
Okay. So thank you, Daniel. Very kind man. Very, very kind man. Okay, so at the moment, this looks like it's getting a very solid B. There's lots of Bs. Lots and lots of Bs.
Does Dan know what happened after he disappeared on Sunday?
I haven't got a clue. Does Dan know what happened yesterday?
I don't know.
Does Dan know what's happening right now?
Hello, Daniel.
We're nice, we promise. Well,
Speak for yourself.
But no, this isn't a Revenant. This is a crypt thing. This is Saxius's favorite monster, and this is my favorite piece of art from the Fiend Folio. I just love it.
why is it Saxius's favorite?
Crypt things?
Yeah,
They protect their crypts, and they don't hurt people. They just randomly teleport people in random directions.
Oh God, that's so much worse.
Yeah, they just be gone. They're so nasty. 100 miles away. Yeah. Be gone. I mean, the Revenant's great, but I like it. I do like this, and I think one thing about this one is a lot of Russ's other work in the Fiend Folio felt quite sketched, quite quick, and it's obviously spent a lot more time on this one. Given this is all his early stuff, I think it's really good. But hey ho, it gets a B. It gets a middle B, which I'm a little disappointed about.
It's all right. It just looks like Jean Giraud, or he was going through his Jean Giraud phase.
Okay. I think this is. I mean, because it's all out of order now. There's not much of the Fiend Folio stuff still to go. I am looking for more. I put this Fiend Folio one in.
Have to make that bigger, please.
I will. I shall. This was a small piece in the book. Wasn't a big piece in the book.
Eh.
But I like the fact. I like it because it shows monsters doing what monsters do. And these are sneaky little things. I believe these are snyads stealing from the party. I think they look very, very gremlin-like.
I tell you
Yeah,
what, the
give it up.
name, when you said it, that does fit the creature,
Yeah.
if that makes sense.
I'll give it a high B.
Do you think a high B? Yeah, I mean, it's, for me, it's a B because I think it's got a nice atmosphere to it. There are things going on, and it shows what the monsters do. They thieve.
The style is similar to the cover of the Fiend Folio, but the actual content of the image isn't as good, so I'm going to give it a C.
Okay. Joker?
B.
B. We've got C8C, C8C, B, B, B. Okay, B, B, B. Yeah, I hate typing on phones as well, Manfred. In fact, I hate the very existence of phones. I'm a misery guts when it comes to phones. They get and he's been summoned.
Who's been summoned?
Oh, there he is.
Oh, there he is.
There's his chair. Hello, Daniel's chair. Welcome to the stream, Daniel's chair.
That chair's smarter than I am.
We know. How you doing, Dan?
I'm doing all right. How about you?
Fine, thank you. Fine, thank you.
Actually, that was a lie. I'm
Not
doing
too bad, thanks, mate.
feeling like shit, but you don't want to hear about it.
You gonna be okay for the OSC game?
Yeah. I'm gonna be threatening to kill my normal. Looking forward to it.
Good.
Well, now that he's here and you have a fourth, I'm going to dip out but leave it live on my channel because I need to grab a nap before my game tonight. Otherwise, I'm going to be a zombie. So,
Okay.
You guys keep
No
going.
worries.
All right, I'll see you then.
Cheers,
Cheers,
mate.
See y'all later.
Take it easy, mate.
Is that?
Right, we move on to more
Well,
Fiend
You know what
Folio
you can
stuff.
do, John? Because Joker
What?
don't have his camera on. You can move him down, so then it's not covering Dan if you pull a thing up. A comment.
Like that, so that so
Yeah.
we could always see Dan's face. Dan, you don't
Yes.
get hidden if there's a comment.
He spent
Or we
enough time
could-
being hidden on Sunday.
Or we could do that actually, because that's for your defamation of the beautiful Joker.
No.
Well, I'm not there anyway.
Right. Let's move along. Move along. What's next? Now there are a few that I can see a few more Fiend Folio ones. Let's probably do one of the most famous Fiend Folio ones next. Look at this.
Oh, that's an S.
The Grail.
Oh, hello.
The Grail.
Oh yes. Oh yes. The Grell. What do you guys think of this then? S, A, B, C, or D?
S.
Let's just
easily.
move on to the next picture. Go on.
I also know this is one of Staxius's favorites too.
Yeah. It's just so dramatic, isn't it? That thing is hideous. The party are
Grey
desperate.
with a beak and tentacles. What else do you need to say?
Yeah. Hello, King of the Nerds. Hello, Nosorian. everyone's just throwing in S's for this one. This was a whole page image in the book, so it's one of the ones that really catches your eye. But I think this is going straight to the top, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
sorry,
although-
Revenant.
I like
Next. Yes,
the
Dan?
one that they did with the grill holding the spear better, but this one's good.
Okay, I don't think I've put any other Grell. Just put the one Grell picture in this list, but
Yeah,
I just grabbed the things that were on his on the blog.
oh yeah, I know. But they had one where the grill was holding a spear. That was pretty cool.
Nice.
Grells are great creatures, aren't they? Yes, the greater the horror, the greater the joy. And he's a great background. Yeah, you're right, Space Canuck Man. Lots of purples and greens. Are they just grey and white? Well, you can make them purple and green in your game. That's the thing. That's the thing about our game, but that's going to the top. Grell goes to the top. Right.
No one's fighting about that one.
No, I know. Nobody's arguing about that one. Nobody's arguing. I do see some more Fiend Folio stuff. So we've got a little bit more Fiend Folio. Just looking for where the last Fiend Folio ones are. Right.
Oh, hello.
Oh,
Dear friend.
This is a mean lock. I think. Yes.
Yeah, I think. Yeah.
Don't know.
Yeah, King of the Nerds agrees. Mean lock.
They're kind of like kobolds, only not.
That's very helpful. I barely know what a kobold is.
That'd be just scraping in an A for me.
You like that? I've given it a B. I think it looks suitably frightening. It's not overly exciting, but I think
No, but I mean compared to the detail on the other A one, I you know.
See, this looks more like the spider humanoid hybrid thing that you were talking.
We should have
about.
had.
Yeah. I mean, yes, this would probably make be a good picture for an Ettercap, but it wasn't. It was a mean lock. So there you go.
So what's this supposed to be then?
A mean lock. It's
Yeah.
a beast.
Yeah, but what's it supposed to resemble?
Let me have a little look. Let me look it up.
Because if the
kinda
spider
like
humanoid
kobold.
thing didn't look like a spider humanoid, and this thing does, what's this thing supposed to look like?
They're small bipedal creatures, about 2 foot tall, covered in black shaggy fur. The heads are white, cut with dark ridges. In total, they present a horrid appearance and will cause fear in any person with 4 or fewer hit dice who sees them. That basically is the description.
Okay.
But they live in darkness, and they can teleport around, and they're very evil. Yes.
Not just evil, very evil.
Very evil, yes. So we've had votes from Joker. Have you voted, Dan?
Bloody.
I'll
Did
say.
Did John just get 1,000,000 decibels louder for anyone else, or was that just me?
Just a second.
That's you. C.
Iman, what's your vote on this one?
C.
C. Okay.
The head's
okay.
overwhelming. You know what I mean?
Okay. Oh, was I louder? Thing is, if I lean forward to my microphone, I will get louder. That's the thing. Yep. And see, I get louder again if I lean forward.
No, but you got louder even though you didn't move.
Oh, okay.
I think your mic must have fixed itself somehow.
I've had a few USB wobbles in recent days. But so
What, even on your new PC?
Yeah, I've got a USB splitter adapter thing plugged in. I think it might be that's causing the problems.
Perhaps, yeah.
Because I've been using that for a while. So the mean lock comes in as a C. Its only other votes were above C, so it goes to the top of C. Right.
Well,
We do.
poor creature.
I think
You
this
want to
is
look
a-
at that thing and say, "Poor creature." What player characters?
I think this is a single Snyad. We saw them in action. This is a single one, and I rather like its sort of sneakiness and its pose.
Mm.
So, what do we reckon to the single Snyad by itself? I think it's a Snyad anyway.
For a
That's
character
quite
drawing of its own, solid B at least.
A bit. Okay.
Yeah, I'll give it a B.
But I'd like
I
it
like
to be an A.
Just because
Yeah.
the face, it makes it look like it's going to stab you in the back.
It does. It has got a look in its eye, hasn't it? It's got
Yeah.
it's got that look of deviousness in its face.
Mhm.
That's the word for it. Devious, 100%.
Iman, what were you saying?
I feel like I'm gonna be a joker on this one because I'm fence sitting between B and A.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a high B, definitely, at least.
High B. Okay. Okay. So it's leaning towards a B at the moment, but it could change. Because you all said B, didn't you? In
Yes.
all three of
Yes.
you. Yeah.
Same.
Well, B stroking A, but if it had to go anywhere, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Halakar says B for quality, but it represents everything he dislikes about Fiend Folio art. Oh. It represents everything I like about Fiend Folio art, I have to admit. I like this one. But I've got a different taste in artwork to Halakar. I like the grotesque stuff in Fiend Folio. I like the angular features and the wiriness and the disgustingness of it all. Is disgustingness a word? Probably
Yeah.
not.
And
You think so?
well,
get
you
what you
just
mean.
made it. You just made it one. So now it is.
I did, didn't I? I did. Oh, I just realised we didn't put this anywhere. What did we vote for this? Oh, we got a B, didn't it?
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
one got a B.
I think so.
Any others have not moved up? No, I don't think so.
I suppose we'll find out at the end, eh?
Yeah. So with Svinfilka and King of the Nerds votes, it confirms the Snyad goes in as a relatively high B.
Mm-hmm.
You can see very much his style now.
Yeah.
He had a grotesque style, as I keep saying, that does appeal to me.
Very high contrast between background and things in the image.
Yeah, he's got quite a lot of his big pictures are very busy as well, as you'll see with some of the other ones. Right, there's one last one, I believe, from Fiend Folio. Is this the right one? No, that's not the right one. I do apologise. I picked the wrong one.
Oh, that's
I
a busy
can't-
photo.
A lot of these are very busy. I can't see it because my eyesight is shitty. Oh,
Never mind, we'll
Oh.
find it when we come to it. Let's stop
We'll
spoiling
find it
it with quick glimpses of other pictures.
yeah, okay.
The Skull of
Okay.
Puss. I always thought they were cool.
No, okay. Right, okay. So let's go down a completely different route for the next one. No, let's just pick a random one because I can't see the. Oh, there it is. I've got it. Okay.
Oh, hello.
Hello, creepy.
Yes.
That's cool.
This one is entitled Wraiths or Whites. Just Whites. I love this to bits. I'm throwing this straight in an S tier. When I went through his
Exactly.
blog and
Yeah.
saw this, I thought, yeah, absolutely. Love it. Love it to bits.
I mean,
atmosphere-wise, I'd definitely put it in S. Yeah.
I don't want to be that guy, but they don't look very white to me.
Hey, he's a funny man. He's a funny man.
Yeah, no, the image itself is actually really fucking good. It's like a book cover kind of good. I'd give that an S easily.
It's
Okay.
definitely atmospheric. Definitely.
Yes. It looks like a cave painting.
That too. Yeah.
So I love this one to bits. I think it's really, really good.
Anybody
What do you say,
else get
Dan?
that cave painting vibe? Just me.
Top tier. Because
Top tier.
as a character, if you walk into that, you're going, oh my god. You know, you're like,
Absolutely.
what did we walk into? Yeah.
I think there's a real sense of imagination with this one. If anything, with the Fiend Folio images, they as Halakar said, they do get a bit samey. But some of this other work you'll see from him had a lot, had more imagination to it. When he was drawing from his own mind rather than being given something to draw. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
What he was told to draw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, chat. So far, even though it's got more S's and B's than A's, the S's and the B's are cancelling each other out.
So that makes it an A then.
There's one C. Yeah, there's one C, but it's averaging a middle A at the moment. Any more votes from chat? It could indeed be the ring wraiths on Weathertop. It would work. It would work for that. Nerds Nerd. Thank you, Nerds Nerd. Restoring some sanity to chat. Yes.
Yeah. Bring it back up to S.
It's not going to get an S because it's got too many other things. If it had a majority of S's, then it would get an S, but it doesn't.
Slips down to an A then.
Yes. It's going to slip down to an A. It's going to sit with the Death Knight.
I can live with that.
I can live with it as well. I do think it's great. I do think it deserves to be right up there. Okay. Now, as you know, most of you know, one of my favorite pieces of artwork in any of the early D&D modules was the back cover of the Keep on the Borderlands. Very, very simple. A silhouetted castle and a party heading towards that castle with a colourful sunset in the background. I think it's beautiful. Now, an image that gave me a similar vibe in its simplicity is what I'm going to give you next. This is a complete change of direction. But I love it for some reason. It's really, really simple. But I just liked it. It's clearly just a sketch. But I think it's just captured the scene of these boats sailing off peacefully rather beautifully. Doesn't need any more details. Andy, is that S for the last one or for this one?
I think we can agree to disagree on this, John, because I think it is wildly lacking in detail.
I don't think it needs any more detail.
I think it does. Well, it's just an opinion, isn't it?
Well, at
Like,
least
even-
at least some ocean ripples, at least.
Like even the outlines don't feel thick and deliberate. They just feel half-assed and like, oh yeah, there you go.
Like, I like the boats, but the sails are screwed up.
Are they? Are
Yeah.
they? See, I wouldn't know. I just think it's peaceful.
That I can agree with.
I like it. I do really like it. It's an A for me. It jumped off the page at me. What? So I've got Iman. You've gone for what?
This is gonna be my first D, mate. Sorry.
A D from you.
I'm
Daniel,
going with Mon.
you're going with Iman. Okay.
Yeah.
Joker.
Well, compared to the others we've got above it, definitely, I'll put it in an E if there was an E.
Okay. Okay. Well, this shows how this one is. Because at the moment it's got 2 S's, 2 A's, 3 B's, and 3 D's.
Who wants it to be an S?
It's got 2 S votes. Andy and Nosorian have both given this an S.
Fair enough.
It's an A from me. I like it. I like it. It jumped.
Don't sample your product.
I mean, don't get me wrong, it's simplistic and it tells the story, but I mean, compared to everything above it, it's yeah.
The thing is, I think it's tranquil. It doesn't. You know how all his stuff is usually very busy, very lots of things going on. The fact that this is emptier, to me, enhances the tranquility of these boats sailing across this. Yeah, peacefully across this flat sea. I think it's just done perfectly.
Oh yeah, but artistic wise, everybody think the artist has had a creative change of direction.
He obviously has.
Everything over this shoulder, that's all pen and ink. It's all black and white. So yeah, I understand where you're coming from with that.
Okay. Right, so it's going to the middle of B. It goes to the middle of B. Right. I'm just going to throw them up now. I'm just going to throw them up.
Let's go for it. Speed run.
This is entitled Magic Cards. You don't see the cards straight away.
No.
That's at least an A.
Mm-hmm. I like the board. I like the board punk rocker just off to the side.
Didn't even see that.
No, sorry. I agree. I would throw some watercolor at that boat's picture and have it in my living room, and my wife would allow it.
And then it would go up from a D to an A.
Yeah, that's probably what's missing is the color on that sailing boat.
No, I mean, John, I'm going to say S for this one. I really like this one.
You like this one, okay? Dan, Joker?
Yeah, I mean, I'll be happy anywhere between the A and B. But while we're talking about the A one, I would actually put the disheveled skulls before the just because it's a lot darker. But yeah,
I'm going C. I don't like the body proportions. His legs are way too small. His left arm, the angle isn't correct.
Well, he's popping himself up, but yeah, I know what you mean.
It's hard to draw something like that. I understand.
Oh yeah,
there were quite a few of his pictures that have got this sort of pose.
Like they belong on an 8-year-old.
He might well be crippled.
It's hard.
You look at his eyes. What I like of his eyes, he's not looking anywhere near the cards. I think he's blind, personally.
He's looking at you.
I think he's blind.
Might be, yeah. I mean, I love the face. The face and the shoulder, upper chest are awesome, but yeah.
Does this have a name, John?
Yes, it's called Magic Cards.
Oh, is there? Yeah, you did. You said sorry.
Yeah.
I'm thinking like this dude looks familiar, or maybe the pose is familiar. Because I swear I've seen someone in a fighting fantasy book who has a very similar pose to this.
You'll see a few pictures that are very similar coming up that are this sort of pose.
He likes that clearly like half sitting down, half getting up sort of look.
Yes, 19, 20. So
I'm going to stand with my knees crouched so you know I'm about to sit down or I'm about to leave. You won't find out till I do it.
Okay. It drops into the highest B position.
Oh, pity.
Working by the averages, it's currently at the highest possible B position by 0.04. It's 0.04 below an A.
Wait, what are you doing? Are you calculating like D is 1 and S is 5?
Yeah,
or...
basically.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Or D is 0, S is 4.
Okay, fair enough.
Quick, Dan, get Kelsey in.
It scored 27 divided by 11.
Yeah.
5 over 11 is just under a half.
It is.
So it goes right to the top. Oh no, I've now got to find it on this bottom bit. Can anyone see which row he's on?
It's the one that's highlighted on the other picture. Just drag it over.
I can't drag it over from there because the way Windows is working.
Oh, can you know? Oh.
Oh, I've got them on separate screens. Can anyone see where this one is on the bottom? Oh, there he is. There he is.
I'm in full screen and I can still barely see.
Okay, there we go. There we go. Okay, so the next one. This has got a little a hint of color to it. Oh no, it hasn't. I'm looking at the wrong page.
Ah, you fucking tease.
I'm teasing, aren't I? Here we go. A silly one. This is entitled "Moving."
That's going to an S.
Why does that scream Munchkins?
Yeah,
it does. Yes, it does. I like this. I think it shows a sense of humor.
I want to give it an S and a D at the same time, so I'm gonna go ahead and say B.
that's funny.
Yeah, I think this is one. Okay, who hasn't voted out of you three yet?
I'd definitely say B.
Okay.
God, this is the most divisive one for me, I feel.
Absolutely.
I just like the little elf high trying as much as he can with the one leg pushing. I will pull him. I will.
I'm not paying for a moving van.
That's why I love it.
I think it's good. I mean, it's not top tier for me. It's a solid B from me. But
I mean, the art. Okay, I'm going off not the artwork, but the idea.
Yeah. To me, it's goblins moving, and if you look at some of the stuff they're moving, there's a random skull in there. You can't make out half because obviously it was originally quite a small drawing. But looks like there's a bit of a wheel or something in there. Might be a shield.
There's a few chests and books.
There are chests and books. Yes, there's a lamp. Could have a genie in it.
Lamp.
Yeah.
A cricket
But
bat.
there's a cricket bat. Oh yes, I see the cricket bat. Yes, goblin cricket, marvelous. Right, okay, so let's have a look at these points. This is all over the place. I knew this one would be all over the place. So I threw it in for a bit of fun. Okay, it's got 10 votes. And the votes add up to 15.
Okay.
So it's right on the borderline between B and C.
Alucard, that was funny.
As B is very, very full, it's going to go top C. Because B is so full.
Denied.
I don't know if any. I mean, he stopped writing for his blog in 2020, so I don't think any of this is going to be done for any of the projects that he'd already submitted work for before he passed away. So this is all from various books that he illustrated. Some from Fighting Fantasy, some from Warhammer, some from the Theme Folio, some from White Dwarf magazine, which he worked on. Already had that one. Already had that one. So we're moving along. Right. Okay. Ooh. Zombie pirate captain.
That's what I thought it
hello,
was.
mister.
This is frighteningly hideous. This is something from a Call of Cthulhu adventure. This is very much his later style.
I like it. I really like it, but it's a bit too busy, I think.
A lot of his later stuff is very busy. So
I was thinking the same thing. It's too busy.
I'd give it an A, though.
Dan, Joker?
I'll be nice and give it a B.
A.
I like the concept, but there's just too much.
What's this from, John? Is this from Blood Bones by any chance?
I don't know. The picture is called Plague of the Dead.
Okay, because Blood Bones is a fighting fantasy, like a pirate sort of adventure, and I believe there are zombie pirates in it.
Maybe from that. I don't know.
It looks like it would fit in that.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah. It's getting a B from me. Anybody else in chat wish to vote? Because at the moment it's just creeping into a high B. It's had one C vote, 4 A's, 4
Somebody
B's.
send it into A. Go on, someone.
Have I missed one of your votes? What did you three vote for?
A.
Said A. Dan
You said
B.
A. Dan said B. What did you say, Joker?
A.
Okay, yeah. So that's the 4 A's because there's 2 in chat. I said B. There's 2 B's. Yep, 2 B's, and there's a C in chat as well. Okay, any more? Nerd says it's busy in the wrong places. That might be right.
Yeah.
That might be right.
It's a good way of putting it.
Yep. It was heading towards a B, and it's Nerd has basically cemented it in a B. It's a high B though. So we're gonna put it high up in B.
Alrighty.
I'm gonna put it higher than the goblin.
God.
Is that my first wife?
Oh, who's got your Dan bingo card out? I like this because look at the shackles around its neck, where its head is tilted to one side, where it's leering at you. It wants to do you harm.
Or its head's been broken. The neck's been broken.
That's the thing I was thinking. Yeah. I broke my own neck to get out of this.
I would have put the pirate before the goblin, but yeah.
You'd have put the pirate before the little snide.
Yeah, just a little.
Can I make it bigger? Not without losing some of it from the page, sadly. Because the problem is I've now got a very wide screen, so it's having to adjust the width.
doctor for that.
Oh God, I love that eye.
I mean, I could do that and then scroll it down.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah,
That's an A.
yeah. I'll go an A. I like it.
Hello, Winter Willow. C from Jeb, C from Space Canuck Man. A from Mr. Baker. Iman?
I'm not sure.
You don't know.
I'm too disturbed to make a choice. Like I
That
don't want to
makes
look
it-
at it, but I can't stop looking at it. Is this what phenolic feels like?
Oh, yes.
I'd give it an A. Yeah. It does the job that you expect it to.
But then now after that, chat now come in with C, B, and C. So, another one that's splitting opinions. It's got 4 A's,
Go
2
off,
B's.
Cat, you know.
It's got 4 A's, 2 B's, 3 C's, and a D so far. Would anybody else like to cast a vote? Because that means it's heading towards just below halfway down B. Because of all those C's and D's. It's got 4 A's as well. 3 A's from you 3. A B from me.
All I know is if I walk into a room and I see that, I'm leaving.
Yeah. My
Okay.
thing is, when we're looking at these and judging them, you got to think about the artist and his work and not compare them to like Elmore or some of the others.
Well, I think we can. I mean, they all have their place.
But
They have their own styles. But
exactly, they'll
I
have their
don't know.
own styles. So you got to go off of his work and don't compare it to others.
I would rank Russ Nicholson up there with amongst the best black and white fantasy line artists.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Because I like the grotesque and disturbing pictures. I am grotesque and I am disturbing. But this comes in
Look.
as a B.
2,000-year-old vampire, fine. This, no thanks.
Okay. You want to see no thanks and a very, very busy image. Okay, this is called Rebuilding the Wizard. This reminds me. You know the bit in Stranger Things 4 when Vecna is sort of held by all those strands. I wonder
Never
if any
seen
of
it,
those
sorry.
ideas came from this.
That's still a series I've never watched.
Same here, Joker.
It's worth watching.
But this is a really, really busy picture, but I think it's meant to be. It's extremely demonic. It's hideous.
What's the name?
It's called Rebuilding the Wizard.
Hellbender? What's the name of the horror series?
Hellraiser.
Stranger Things.
Hellraiser.
I was
yeah.
thinking
It reminds
Hellraiser,
me
yeah.
of that.
Yeah. Oh, Hellraiser. Yeah.
Literally, when you opened the image, the first thing that popped into mind was Hellraiser.
Exactly. Yeah.
Pinhead.
The busyness
I'll give
is
it an
indeed.
A for that.
The busyness is all over, and I think it's meant to be. But this is an A for
Oh,
me.
I was going to say that's when you get busyness working right. That is.
Yeah. It's an A because
So,
if you walk into that room, you know you're dead.
oh yeah. So Iman and Joker.
Aye.
Too busy, but I like it, so I'm going to give it a B.
Okay. Okay. So we go over to chat. It's currently on 3 A's, 2 B's.
Somebody's
Like I
popped
said, like I
What?
said, there's a fine line with busyness. It sometimes works, and you got to be really good to make it work.
B, 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 D. B, 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 D.
There's so much
Okay.
building. There's so much small building to that detail.
You open that door, pull another party member in, and loudly state you have brought more spare parts for the project. Then you close the door and you run.
Yeah, I just booed the first person that's behind me. He's like, "No, you're going in."
Grab the halfling, throw him in, and go and run. Yeah.
Hello, squirrel. All the C's above the BBD. Yeah, I've got 1 C written down here from you, and there's a C from. I thought the C's were for the previous one, because I've gone down from there. So as far as I can see, there's just 1 C so far for this one.
I see.
D from Squirrel Herbert. Andy was the first C on this one. Yes, he was. Yeah, I'm sure of it. At the moment, it's heading towards a very low B. Need someone to put a cut in chat. Well, I generally look at what my last tick mark. At the moment, it's a low B. It's got a majority of Bs, but it's the rest of the votes are Cs and Ds. So the majority of Bs puts it in B, but the Cs and Ds drag it down a little bit. Cut. Okay, it comes in as a low B. I'm a little surprised. I thought it was a little better than that. Yeah, it's a bit of a pity. Yeah. I think that's wonderfully grotesque. Right, another very, very busy picture.
Yeah, I agree. This one's busy.
This one is called Skaven Temples. I'm guessing this is meant to be busy because this is Skaven rat people.
Hmm.
And it's meant to give the image of busyness because it's like a rat's nest.
That's
Don't get
fucking
me wrong,
chaotic.
you look
Look
nice
at it.
on the big. It looked nice on the big poster, but
Oh, it would, yeah. I'm going to make it bigger so that people can see it a little better. I'm going to have to scroll
If
it
someone
down.
got me that as a poster, I would burn it in front of them.
So you've got a rat,
Oh, God,
a muscular
I'll
rat
love it.
man holding a bell that's been patched up. You've got a horned demonic thing there that they appear to be worshipping. More demon horns. Lots of rat men and things running around down the bottom.
the only reason why I'd say I'd love that as a poster is because he'll just go up in my attic as drawing inspiration.
Oh, more inspo.
Can't get enough of it, especially when your drawing goes dry. You try to do everything to get it back.
It does look like there are some adventurers in there amongst all the rat men. Look, there's a dwarf. This has got to be Warhammer. This is going to be an adventuring party about to be completely enveloped by these Skavens. Oh, there's a beheaded Skaven down there. Look down here. There's a Skaven body.
Is that a head of a badger?
Skaven. Skaven. Yeah, the more I zoom in, the better it gets. That's right. Yeah, I think so. I think
it's hard to focus when you look from a distance.
For me, it's flip the table.
Oh, you don't like it?
Quality
Okay.
Quality-wise, it'd be an A, but I'm happy to live it to a B. But
Okay,
I'd put it in
Iman?
an A.
I'm going to put that in a C.
Okay. And then we go over to chat. ADD. CCCB.
I can tell who the non-artists are.
All right, Mr. Judgy.
I'm not an artist.
I'm an autist. Does that count?
I mean, don't get me wrong. I wouldn't know where to
We
start
know.
with that much. I wouldn't know where to start with that much detail. There's way too much slowly building up.
Yeah.
All credit to him.
So at the moment, it's got 2 A's, 3 B's, 4 C's, and 3 D's. Am I going to have to get my calculator out again, or are we going to have some more votes to put? I'm going to zoom it out a little bit. A lot of his pictures are this sort of. You can imagine on an A4 page, you'd be examining all the bits that are going on. It is difficult to see, and I can see how my monitor is going to be looking a little bit awkward because I have everything on one big monitor now. It's a 34-inch curved monitor. I think chat needs to see. I think chat need to see it. Look, that's my monitor.
Oh, look at you flexing again.
My wife is not happy with you
Why is that?
because now I want a monitor like that.
Well, you have to save up enough money and not buy a gun with it.
That's the problem. If I save up that much money, I'm buying a gun.
Right.
I would concentrate on the abacus more than the next TV.
Yeah, I agree with Joker.
So I'm pretty sure Space Canuck Man's vote has pushed it firmly into C, but it is a relatively high C. So Mad Skaven Temple Battle thing goes to the top of C.
I mean, to see all that detail, you need it printed on an A3.
You do, yeah, you do.
You need a fucking microscope, mate.
Again, something different. This is simply called Sorceress.
Hang on, let me get a zoom on that. Not sure. A bit torn.
No, I wasn't either. I wasn't, but I thought I'd throw it in to see what you all think.
Yeah, I know. I like the concept, but
Melissa from yeah.
Yeah, it does look a bit like Maleficent.
Whoever can say it gets a bonus point.
I just did, bitch. Give me a bonus point.
Right, you three vote first, please. It's a C for me. I'm not so sure.
I would say
I'm
C.
giving
Yeah.
it a C.
Yeah.
Copycats.
I like
All of it.
I like the idea. It just could have been executed better.
I love the swirls all around the edge more than the central image.
Correct.
Same.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
with me, I think one of them is wrong, and I think it's the wrong choice of background to emphasize the woman.
Yeah.
B, C, B, B. B, C, B, B. Okay. There's a couple of D's in there, which drag it down a bit, pretty much cancelling out the B's. All four of us gave it a C. There's another C in chat. Is Squirrel saying C for this one?
It
Yes.
looks like it.
Yes. He has just voted a C. So, yeah, it's very much a C. So there we go.
Oh, and we've got a late vote from PDAR as well.
Peter, Elmo would have given him more cleavage. Lol, D. That just confirms we're right in the middle of C. Okay. Right. We move along to the next one.
She's no Helen Mirren from Excalibur.
Hey, John, it's almost like you have a moderator or something.
Yeah. Oh, it is. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Iman is using his moderator privileges at the moment. Saying cut. That's where the votes end, and now the votes start. This is a different one.
This is very Arabic inspired.
It is, isn't it? It is.
Just from a glance, I'm just looking at it. I'm thinking, I've seen stuff that looks very similar to that in mosques and places like that.
Yeah. I think there's a real gone is that cartoony, wiry sort of approach you had to begin with, and it looks very natural. And the figures are more realistic here than in any of the other pictures we've seen.
These look like actual Arabic letters, but I'm trying to see if it spells anything.
Actually using the writing as well, isn't he?
May well be.
Manfred, you understand and read Arabic better than I do, because I only do Quranic Arabic. So can you help me out here, bro? But either way, maybe I'm biased, but that's an S, bro.
You like it a lot. What about Joker and Dan?
A, definitely. Yeah, it's good.
Oh, Manfred's looking as well. Yeah.
Joker?
What the hell? Go for A.
What the hell? Go for A. Okay. I don't think I need to count up this, but look at chat. It's unanimous A from chat.
Oh my God, it is.
It's absolute unanimous A from chat. There
Space Canuck Man, why is yours lowercase? My OCD.
Right.
Is that one settled then? Yeah.
Yeah, it's an A.
All right.
Okay.
Let me cut. Right, there we go. Oh, it looks like
I'm
Hamilcar's doing a cut as well.
Yeah.
He's doing emoji cut.
Yeah. Okay. I might have to scroll this one up and down a little bit for you guys, because this is another heavily detailed one.
Hello.
Joker's Joker's really jumped on this one. Okay.
What's the thing on the left?
It looks like it's some sort of hideous.
It's a Phoenix dragon version of Phoenix.
It may well be. This is definitely a demon, isn't it? Look at his staff belching fire. All right. Manfred says it looks like a mishmash. There are some Arabic letters, even some words. There are runes and random signs and such thrown in there.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
Right. Iman, vote for this one. I'm just going to scroll down a little bit so you can see a little bit more down below. What's this mouth with teeth that the thing's rising out of? Another thing rising out there.
Gaping maw.
Gaping maw, yes, very much so.
I don't know. High A, probably. Yeah,
High
at
A
least
from
an A,
you.
maybe an S.
Dan.
I'm going with the B. I like the main character, but like
Oh, how
the flower methods or whatever they're supposed to be aren't well.
My favourite bit's the staff. I think the staff looks
The main
brilliant.
guy's awesome, so I'll give it a B.
I actually think my favorite thing is the gaping maw and that thing coming out of it.
Right, so from chat, we've got AAB down as far as Manfred. AAB. Then we've got BBBB. Okay, I think we know where this is going. And then we've got C from Peter.
It looks like a B then, eh?
It does, yes. It is a B. Yeah. Definitely a B. But it's got more it's got an S and some A's, so it goes in as a high B. They cancel out the C. So we put it in the high B area, somewhere around there. I'll keep Joker happy. Right.
You come to see me?
Is he dead or is he old? Is this the skinless Pope from Call of Cthulhu's game last night?
No, he's got skin.
Has he got skin though?
It's very
Scale.
wrinkled, but it looks like skin.
Yes, Straw Piglet, an art stream. We are looking at some of Russ Nicholson's work. You can see how he's matured, though, haven't you, after those early Fiend Folio pictures? Definitely matured. But there's more realism in these, but there's also a grotesqueness to the realism. Look at the detail down there. See, this for me, because I don't know what's going on with this, this is a high A. But I go to you three first.
I'm going to say A.
Okay.
A, because, yeah, again, if I walk into that, I'm going to go, what the hell we walk into?
His minions look frightening in the background as well, don't they?
Yeah. Yeah.
I think the minion in the middle looks like one of my Latin teachers.
Oh, who's that on the left?
The one with the highly shrouded face.
Yes.
Remind us of the two that we've got already in S.
And the one on the far right.
Right. Joker, the one on the far right. Yeah. The one in S, we've got the Grell and the Revenant in S at the moment.
All right, yeah. Definitely a solid A, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd say A.
A's across the board from us.
That's not, well, do you want to go by artwork or what it inspires?
Both. Just take it all into account.
If you go by what it inspires, in S, because you're done. You're not walking out.
Whether you switch or not, Dan.
I'll go
Okay.
with an S. Yeah.
You just even more cement it in the A, cancelling out the B's and the C's it's had pretty much. But no, that it's coming in as an A. So let's find him. Where is he? Anyone see him down here? There he is. Okay. Okay, Iman, you should recognize this. This is a reworking of a very, very famous image.
I wonder who that is.
Yeah, if you notice, it's got a 2013 date on it. He's redrawn it basically, but that is the Warlock from the Warlock of Firetop Mountain.
I don't think you've ever gotten to that part of the book though, where you see that picture though, have you?
Not on. I have myself, but not on the live streams.
But not on the live stream, yeah. Because that fucking maze.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I'm heavily biased towards this because this was my introduction to being like this type of nerd. So.
Okay. Vote
I
away
can't
then,
give
you
it
three.
an S, but I'd give it an A for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd
Dan?
agree with that.
The
How is
original
it pronounced? How's it pronounced, by the way, John? Because I've always said Zagor.
I would have said I called him Zagor.
I'll give it an A.
Joker, what did you say?
A.
Give it an A. I don't like the little cloak swirl on the bottom left.
I mean, this is. I mean,
But
he originally drew this back in about 81, 82. So this is a just a
other than that, I
redoing of
like
it.
it. So I'll give it an A.
We've got A, B in chat. A, B. Then, though, we've got C, B. Okay. I'm down as far as Jerry's votes now. He's on 6 A's, 3 B's, 3 C's. You got a B from me.
3 A's from us.
3 A's from you, yes. And there's another B from Jeb. So he's got 6, 4, 3. So he hasn't got a majority of A's. So we have to take the average. And I can tell you, but looking at it straight away, the average is going to be top B.
Okay.
Or near the top B. So it's going to go in around here on the high B's. Okay. Another one.
I know this man.
Yes. All right.
See, again, I'm biased because
This is from the Warlock of Firetop Mountain again.
the when you walk into this room and you see this dude and then you read the room description, it literally does the job perfectly.
Yes. Chat don't like it. Chat don't like it at all.
I can't really give it an A, but I'd give it a B at least.
I'm with you with
Because
that.
a lot of the stuff that we've put in A is like better than this.
Yeah.
I'm torn. I like the setting, but the main character is just so.
But I don't know if you guys can see it, but he's got a bird perched on his shoulder.
Mm.
Well, I like the room. Believe me, I'm a book nerd. You can see my back, my den. I have book racks everywhere. I'm a book nerd. I have books that are 140 years old.
You're a
So I
book
like
nerd
the
and a
room.
gun nut. Is that what it is?
I'm a book gun. No, yes, something like that. But I don't like the main character.
So what do you vote, Dan?
I'll give it a reluctant B.
Joker?
Bottom B. There's better
Bottom B.
artwork in the rest of the pile of that.
Okay.
I like the room. I love the room. I don't like the main character.
Okay. Right.
You'd like
So
the character if you knew what he did to you.
So it's got a few C's and the rest are B's and D's.
That's C then, I guess.
It gets a C, yes, yes. Very mid C.
Like I said, I love the room and the setting. Like if they would have had the guy from
We've already done that one.
the
Already done that one.
DMG, would have
Already
been
done that one.
cool.
Okay.
Oh, hello, you.
Is that a horse?
I believe it is.
Yeah,
Lady Godiva without her skin.
I don't think it's the best reproduction of the image. Unfortunately, I don't think it's particularly detailed reproduction of the image because it's all pixelated, which is a shame. I only found a small version of this. What did the Revenant?
What's
The
the
Revenant
picture
got
called?
at this one.
Yeah.
It looks like something something evil riding a nightmare.
yeah.
Nightmare. I like that. Clever.
I was going to say, wouldn't it be the evil, kind of an evil version of the Four Horsemen?
Wait, are the Four Horsemen not already evil?
Inspired.
No, they're not evil. They're
They're just the
doing their
Four Horsemen
job.
of the Apocalypse.
They're not evil though.
Fair.
They just have a job to do.
Makes
Meant
sense.
meant to one way or another keep balance of the
Yeah.
universe, but
B.
I
B from
wish-
Iman.
I think
Dan.
we need to kind of start flying through these, to be honest, John.
Do we? What time is it?
It's 10 to 11.
Oh, we're okay. We're okay. Dan.
Are we okay?
C. I like the concept. I don't like the art.
Joker.
B.
I mean, I picked this out because it jumped out at me straight away. I like it. It's an A from me. But everybody else, let's have a look in chat. We've got a B, C, A down to Halakar. So that's A, B, C. B, B, B. And a B from Pedar. B, B, B. Another B from Pedar. It's absolutely mid B.
Did you just count Pedar twice?
Yeah.
No, I didn't.
You said his name twice.
Yeah, I did say his name twice, but I've got to put the right number because I just confirmed it to myself in my head. Doesn't matter. It's mid B anyway, no matter what.
See,
Yeah,
one thing I
definitely.
can't figure out is
No.
it rising out of the lava
Watch the
or
other
is it
side.
jumping into it?
There we go.
There we go. Okay. It's not better than the boat, in my opinion. Right, the Grell got an A. Here's one. Here we go. This is one I was looking for and I couldn't find. This is from the Fiend Folio again.
Oh, I like that.
So this is one of his old ones. This is the one I was looking for before when I was trying to get all the Fiend Folio ones done. It's a party of adventurers about to die at the hands of a group of Githyanki. Those, of course, are the creatures from this book. There you go. Look.
Oh yeah.
Yep. The Gith Yankee. Again, it's early. It's 1981, I think. So.
And what was the other one? Githzari.
Githzari,
Yeah.
yes.
Oh my
No
god, I
problem.
remembered something. Holy shit.
So you fellas first.
S.
What was that, Joker?
S. Or listen,
S
A.
from Joker. S from Joker. Okay. Iman.
No, A, I think.
I'll give
That-
it an A.
Yeah, it's a firm A from me. It's one of
Yeah.
the it's one of the great pictures from the book. It's one of the full page ones from the book. Got my
It's just, I think some of the things just look a bit off.
there's the original
Well, it's
in the book.
their scaling was not right.
Well, the warrior's legs don't look right.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like his hips must be like 2.5 feet wide. You know?
Well, A B B A C B B A C B
I like
A-
Jeb. I like
C.
Jeb without the fighter. Yeah. Who holds a sword like that?
Graham Norton.
Tell you who holds a sword like that, someone who ain't gonna last very long in combat.
There you go.
Oh, we don't do pluses. Straw Piglet is upping his vote to an S. Okay, okay. Right. So I'm going to get my maths head on. 15, 8, 1. I do like Russ Nicholson's work. I think, as I said at the start, I like the tone of the book with the Fiend Folio. I like the grotesqueness. I like the fact that the player characters are almost always losing, being torn to bits in places. But then again, I ended up liking horror. So 23, 24, 32. So I'm just a weirdo. 7, 13. 13. Okay, 13's into 32.
26.
This
6 remainder,
twen-
slightly under half.
6 remainder. In fact, yeah, slightly less than a half. So it drops by the tiniest of margins into it is the absolute top of B. Absolute top of B. Hello, Daryl. Yeah, I'm a big fan of the Fiend Folio. I like the weirdness. I do really like the horrific weirdness to it all. Oh,
As anybody who's played or listened to a Call of Cthulhu session John has run will attest to.
yep. All right. We've done these. We've done that. Here we go.
Oh, I
Warlock of-
recognize this as well.
Yeah, from the Warlock of Firetop Mountain. I'm telling you straight away, this is S tier for me. When I hear the word ghoul, this is what comes into my head. This picture defined what a ghoul looks like. So there.
I think that's completely fair.
Yeah. I'd have probably gone with a little bit more bone, but yeah.
I remember the exact moment in the book that this happens and like the situation, and you're just so shocked by it that like seeing the picture as well just really puts that stamp on it.
Yes, yes.
So
Iman,
I agree.
you
S,
agree?
S.
Okay. Dan?
A.
A. Then we go to ABS, anti-lock brake system.
Mm.
ASA.
Abs? You mean the thing that I don't have?
I had them very briefly, and then COVID came along, and
You-
I had to stop my.
You
know what
probably
it
have
is,
more
mate?
abs than most of us do.
Now, do you know what? I have kebabs, not abs. So
abs, yeah, same. I did have abs, sort of, if I flexed in a certain way, but then COVID came along, and I just put a barrel over the top of them.
Mine's
Lucky.
an S.
Right. Any more votes from chat? I'm down as far as Halakar's B. It's got 3 Bs, 4 As, and 5 S's. There's no majority for S's. So at the moment, it's going in as a high A. Oh, Straw Piglet goes with a C. That doesn't take it out of A, but it drops it lower in the A. I mean, I can still flex. I do still have something there. Look, there's still a little there, more there than I used to have. Eight years of judo does that.
I
Don't
could
lose that.
Yesterday.
You could.
Then
I'm.
my back wouldn't have been blowed out today.
I'm nowhere near as strong as I was 5-6 years ago. I can feel my strength. Can feel my strength sapping away as I get older and get a bit slower.
you know, I dread the day when my reflexes leave me. The amount of times that I drop something and catch it before it actually hits the ground is ridiculous. And I
No.
just can't imagine not being able to do that.
The worst thing is your memory.
No,
Yeah.
mate, you know my
I still-
memory is bad enough as it is.
I still have my reflexes. That's why I always have to ask you guys, where am I going to get on the stream?
Mm.
It sucks. My reflexes are top notch, but my memory's shot. That's the worst thing. I can tell my wife something in 15 minutes. I'll walk in to the room again and tell her the same thing. She's like, "Yeah, you just told me." I'm like, "Oh, all right."
With me, I could tell my reflexes were gone. I'd learned all the judo techniques, and a lot of them would sort of come naturally, but I just didn't have the speed to catch the youngsters. They were just too quick. This is when I was in my mid-40s. And that's why I fought mostly in tournaments for the over 35s.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Fair.
Which often turned into brawl fests. And if it turns into a brawl fest, I would generally win. Because I was sort of like a little and squat and strong. And you weren't shifting me. You had to be good to shift me. But it's against somebody who was able to keep me at range, though I was in trouble. And good fighters would. So okay, this is going in A, but it's going lower in the A than it originally was because of Straw Piglet. We'll all blame him.
How dare you, Straw Piglet? How dare you?
I'll get back at him later.
Oh, I know this one as well.
Yes.
This is the first enemy you come across in the entire book.
Yes.
Test your luck to see if he wakes up or not.
A sleeping orc. Yep.
I want to like this,
I mean,
but
I'm gonna give it an A because I think for the first encounter in the book, the first drawing apart from the front cover, it does a good job of making you go, "Oh fuck!" Like I kind of want to see what this thing does, or I want to read more of the book. You know, that kind of thing.
Yeah. So I want your so I don't get confused when I go through chat. I want your votes first. So A from Iman,
Yes, sir.
Daniel.
C.
C. Okay.
I want to
Joker?
like it, but I can't.
I'm with Dan.
Wait, isn't
Well,
it? Is it an orc or is it a goblin sentry?
it's a Goblin Sentry. You're right. It's a Goblin Sentry.
Like,
Yeah.
the legs are so spindly. It is.
I like his fat belly though. He looks content. He's just had a large meal of rat, hasn't he? He's got a big fat belly.
So
Imagine that
100%.
belly snoot going up and down.
I don't like the dimensions.
Okay, let's have a look at what chat have done. Hello, Richard. Dal says, I'm really good at catching stuff before it hits the floor. Picking it up from the floor is the problem, especially if you've moved very quickly to attempt to catch it and something goes on the way down.
That has happened.
Yeah, it'll happen more often as you get older. Right, so we've got A, B, A. After Space Canuck Man, we go to B, B, B.
I think maybe that's why my reflexes are still good because my knees aren't, and I'm like, oh, bending over to pick things up. Fuck that.
More bees. Oh, yeah.
It's
all the bees.
At our age, you got a 10-second rule.
You double the time, yeah.
There's no 2-second rule. It's a 10-second rule.
Yeah, but 2-second roll. I thought it was 5.
If the dog hasn't gotten to it, I can still eat it. So yeah.
Yeah, same in our house. Right, that goes right in the middle of bees. There we go. Right in the middle of the bees. Okay, we've done the mountain giant. We've done the snaiads. Oh.
Oh, I don't recognize that one, but is that a fucking spider above the cave?
No, it's a carving. It's a carving.
Oh, okay.
This is a reworking of the cave entrance from a very famous book.
PS1 or something.
Yeah. It's
which book?
It's one of the Fighting Fantasy books. It's a reworking of a cave entrance he did for that.
I don't recognize it. Maybe I do. I'm not sure.
Oh man.
Hello, Zatarok.
I like it. I'll give it an A.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna say an A for the concept.
Okay, Joker.
Yeah. A.
Okay.
I just like the concept.
You can't see it well. Okay, let's zoom it in. It's a little bit blurry, depending on the quality of the image I got from the website. So you can't really see. I do like this vapor down the bottom. That's really good.
Yeah.
It's a definite A for me. Definite A. Let's go over to chat and see what chat say. Chat have got A, B, C, A. A, B, C, A. C, B plus, C, B. B, B, C, C. And Mr. Baker went for an A. It's just about got a majority of A's at the moment. And there's Daryl and Zatarok. Oh, another A, B, C. So A, B, C. Oh, it's just lost its A majority.
Oh,
It's just lost its A majority, so it's going to get a very, very high B at the moment. Any more votes coming in? It has teeth between its giant spread legs. It is every adolescent boy's nightmare. Seraphis goes A. Straw Piglet goes A. It goes in A. This cave entrance. It's one of the best pictures of a cave entrance I can think of. So, yeah, I think it fully deserves, in my opinion, to go in A. Right. We might have to move a little quickly on as we have another cave image. What do you reckon to this one? Are those piercers? Look at that poor
Would
skeleton.
that be an S?
Oh, an S from Joker.
I'd say B on that one, mate.
Yeah.
You say Daniel's saying yes. It's an A for me. I like spooky caves. These sort of things.
B. Yeah.
Okay, and in chat we've got CAA. Looks like you're inside a whale skeleton. Maybe. CAA. CAA.
That's just what happens to you if you get stuck in Cheddar Gorge.
Yeah.
A, B, C. Oh, then there's 3 A's. 1, 2, 3 A's and 2 B's. 1, 2, 3 A's and 2 B's. Oh, it's got 7 A's, 5 B's, 2 C's, and an S at the moment. And there's another B. Okay. Right.
That sounds like a B to me.
It's now 1 S, 7 A's, 6 B's, 2 C's. It is exactly halfway between between A and B. Couldn't be any more halfway. Couldn't be any more between. It couldn't. Any higher, it gets into A. Any lower, it gets into B. Joker gave it an S.
Let me log Kelsey in.
No. No.
Worth a try.
Manfred goes with a B, which condemns it. Manfred, Manfred condemns it to a B. There we go. Hello again, Nosaurian. Right, I'm going to zoom in a little bit so you can see what's going on here. It's hooded, robed people taking a mummy down a corridor. Spooky, 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 spooky.
Very Cthulhu-y.
Ooh,
Yeah, I like it. It's an
That's an S.
I agree with Dan.
Okay, I've given it an A. I like it. I've given it an A. I think it's quite S from me, but I like it a lot. A. Took a chat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah.
Maybe they're all just collectively really scared and they're going, ah!
I think it's really good. I mean, I think it's fully deserving of an A. It's what you want a piece of spooky fantasy art to look like. It sets a scene. You could.
That's what I imagine at the end of the Orient Express campaign.
Yeah, well, that's why I gave it an S. Is if you're in that room, you know, either you're winning or your guts are going to be torn out.
You're about to get sacrificed to the skinless one. I mean,
Exactly.
There we go. So that's gone into the A's. That has gone into the A's. So moving swiftly along. We got Skavens again. This is King Scab of the Skavens.
That's an A. I like that.
B.
I mean, their artwork could be better, but I like the attitude.
The attitude, yeah.
Well, too busy and not fine enough in the artwork.
Okay. What are you saying then, Joker?
Yeah, B.
Okay.
So, working on the mess.
A, 4 Bs and a C from A, 4 Bs and a C. There's a 5th B, then another B, an A, so an A, another 2 Bs and a C. We are moving a lot quicker now because we are running a little bit out of time. So this is definitely going in the middle of Bs. Oh, Jerry likes this. Jerry gives it an S, which moves it higher up the Bs in terms of the averages. But Zatuox just dragged it down with that C. So there we go. There we go. So it's going to go into the middle of Bs, somewhere around there. There we go. Coco solidifies it in a B. Another busy one, Estragon the Wizard.
C.
Tabletop.
That's very busy.
It is very busy,
Yeah.
isn't it?
To the point where I don't care where it goes.
Negative D, F, Z, Y. Yeah.
So Joker doesn't care. Estragon, is he a pharmacist? Yeah, the
If I had
face.
to say anywhere, it'd be really at the
That's
bottom
funny.
of the Bs.
Okay. As opposed to Estrogen the Witch.
Yes.
Oops. Damn it. All right. There we go. So we start with I've gone too far up on my list. BCCB. BCCB. BBCC. BBCC. CCDCC. It's going in C. It's going in C. It's got
Really?
some D. It's got some D's. It's got some B's, but it's mostly got C's. So it's going in C.
I think it's the face that's wrong with that picture.
Okay. There's the Death Knight. We've already done that. Okay.
Oh, I like this.
Yeah.
I
I immediately saw this one. I thought, yes, I love it. I love this.
the little gremlin at the bottom.
Jerry throws in with a C though, so
I'm with Jerry on this one. I give it a C.
Joker.
Artistic wise, on smack bang right up the top.
Right at the top. Okay. Dan?
I'm going with a B because of what it's trying to carry over. You know, it's like you're sinking into a pit of gut with a bunch of bodies in there. And I like that. Artwork could be better, but I
love it.
He's a talented SOB. I'll give him that.
I like the it's like the pit of shit that you go to when you go to hell.
Oh yeah.
That's
Definitely.
what it's purveying. So yeah,
Definitely
Actually,
a talented artist.
I'll give it an A for that.
Okay.
Don't get me wrong. The artwork could be better, but I like what it implies.
So, Iman, you gave it a C.
Correct.
An A from you. Jerry's a C. Who gave it a B? I don't know why I've ticked a B there. Okay. So an S from me, and then we go down the list. S-A-A-A. S and 4 A's. S. 1, 2, 3, 4 A's.
I was going to say, I gave it an S as well.
Yeah. Then there's an S and 2 more A's. I can see it going into A at the moment.
I'll live with that.
B, B, A, B. B, B, A, B. Yeah, it's going in A. There's an A, there's another B.
Very high A.
On the averages, it comes out towards the lower side of the A's.
What do they know?
But so it's going to go about there. I think it's great. I love it. I love that one. Okay, another one from the Theme Folio.
Table flip.
What did you say, Dan?
D.
D.
Yeah.
Table flip.
Table flip. Okay. Joker.
Yeah.
Yeah. D.
Okay. I've given this one a C. I don't think this is too bad. It's
If it was a
Lorca.
C, it'd be at the bottom end, considering what we've already got in there.
C, D, A, D. C, D, A. C, B, D, B.
CBD. Oh, sounds good,
Yeah,
mate.
C,
I didn't want
B,
to
D,
bring that up,
B.
but I heard it. Kind of like
Yeah.
BAC.
Okay. It's fairly well balanced between C's and D's with some other higher ones. So it's going to go in C.
No table flips yet. How strange.
It had no because
I voted a table flip earlier, but I don't think John heard me.
Yeah, the sailboats
yeah.
and this one are my only 2 table flips.
Yeah.
I mean this has had it's had more C's now than D's, but it's also got some S's, A's, and B's. So
See,
it's
This
going
is
high
horrid.
C.
this is horrid.
It's not horrid at all. It's not its best, but it's not horrid. Right. Come
Oh, I
on.
recognize this one.
Thought you would.
Would you believe it, everybody, that this guy is actually friendly? That one is an A for me.
An A from Iman. This is from a Warlock of Firetop Mountain.
Whenever John says my name, basically that's what you can assume.
Joker and Dan.
It is also where I learnt the word vegetation.
Okay.
C.
Okay.
Just because.
You know, really? A C
Yeah.
on this?
Yeah.
I wouldn't have put it C. Somewhere in between A and B, but yeah.
Commit, Joker. A or B?
A.
Have an opinion.
Okay. So we've had the 2 D's from at the top. ADB. ADB. CDC. CDC.
Oh, not them.
BBD. BBD. So 4 B's and 2 D's. I can tell you straight away, this is coming in as a C at the moment on the averages. Even though it's got a majority of B's and D's, they're level. And then it's got a few A's and C's. But it's got so many B's and so many D's and a few A's and a few C's. So...
All over it, shop.
Yep. All over the shop. Very much so. Very much so.
So I can't.
Nostalgia. Yeah, Coco says nostalgia alone gets us an A.
Damn right, Coco. Little 9-10-year-old me reading this for the first time was like, whoa, this guy's clearly dangerous.
Yeah. But you only get to C+.
What a shame. Starting to think you guys don't like Warlock of Firetop Mountain.
Oh, I like him.
Yeah. I do.
That's an S from me.
It's an S for you.
What is he supposed to be?
I think he's a dwarf.
A god dwarf, if anything.
Yeah.
The guardian of the labyrinth door knockers.
I don't know.
D.
It's not bad, but C, I think.
Was that a B or a D, Dan?
D as in
Table flip.
that. Yeah.
What did you say, Iman?
C.
Okay. No, I quite like it. I mean, it's a B from me. It's not the most spooky or whatever, but don't matter. I've got A, B, D, A,
It just
B,
off.
D, A, B, A, B, A, B, A, B.
The thing is, his head is as big as the upper half of his body.
Exactly.
I
And
think
his arms are thicker than his legs.
I mean, I picture dwarves as having.
Is he a freaking hobbit?
I picture dwarves as having big fat heads like that, though.
Yeah, but he's just off.
I reckon he's I reckon he's a dwarf, and I picture dwarves looking a bit like this. Yes, I think his legs could do be a bit sturdier and not pointy boots. I always think of like big round-toed hobnail boots on dwarves.
Exactly. It's just wrong. Yeah.
But that's the only reason I don't push him any higher. But he's coming in as a mid B.
Oh, I hate you people.
I
I say that in a loving way.
Is there any other way?
Mhm.
I recognize this one as well.
Yeah, I like this one.
Oh, it's an
He's
A.
yeah, I like the
There was I'm waiting for the other one. When it comes up, I'll let you know. But yeah,
I don't. I
that
might
one
not have all of
100% when
them.
it comes to this.
I might not have all of them. So
I'm gonna try and see if I can see it there. Maybe, I'm not sure. This one gets an A though.
A from you. Okay, Joker.
S.
S. Your Joker's getting more and more generous as the stream goes on.
I look at some more detail. Better now.
The details are good. Yeah, the details are good now. These are orcs in the book. Very quickly, I can see down here we've got so many A's that the fact that it's got an S vote and a few B's aren't going to knock it away from being an A. There's another S vote. It's got a couple of S's. It's got 3 B's and the rest are A's. Loads of votes for A's. Drinking Orcs goes into A. There we go. Right. You were wondering about busy. Probably the busiest piece on here, but it is depicting a mass battle. Humans versus Skavens. When you think of a mass battle, them all crammed in on the battlefield, does this not work?
I wouldn't have even liked to outline that to even start sketching it.
I'm giving it an S.
Scar on the bottom left, on the bottom right one. I like the scar across his face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
S.
Joker?
Definitely an A.
Iman?
I can't table flip. Sorry.
You don't like it? Table flip. Okay. Okay, I'm going very quickly through chat here. S, C, and D. This one is splitting opinions. A, D. A, D. I can already tell you, it's almost certainly going to go in a B, and it hasn't had many B votes. S, C, S. No Saurians voting S's for Skaven again. A, C, C. There's another S. It's got 5 S's, 5 A's, 1 B, 4 C's, and 3 D's. It feels wrong giving it a high B as a result of that because it's got the fewest B votes. But it really has polarized opinions, which means it goes right in the middle. I like it. I like the manicness of the whole battle, how dirty it is. I like, yeah, as Joker says about the scar, the blood running down his face. I quite like that one, but it's going in the B's. Okay. I don't think we can see the detail well enough for this one, unfortunately. The picture hasn't come out very well, which is a shame. Because this image really grabbed me when it was small, but now I'm zooming in, I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing it very well at all, which is a shame. It's these guys in the background and the spider hanging up there.
Huh.
Yeah, I mean, from what I can see, it's a B now. I wish I could zoom in better, but I can't, unfortunately.
But I mean, looking at it, you can tell how detailed it is.
Yes, there's clearly a lot of detail there.
I'm going
I'll
to
give it a B.
C.
Yeah.
And the only reason is the person on the right. Other than that, I don't like it.
Was it Dan or Joker sneezing? I think it was Joker sneezing.
Yeah, it's me.
So that's being slapped straight in the. It's a lot of B's, and then maybe because we can't see it properly, we get the idea that it's quite a detailed picture, but we can't see it very well.
I'd have said A.
So it's going to have to go in the B's. Well, I'm going to have to go a little bit quicker. So where is it on here? There. Goes in the B's. Some of these are very busy, but all right, another battle scene. I'm going to zoom into the various parts of it.
The flip table. The flip table. Why do you have a hobgoblin looking at the camera?
He's having his throat slashed. He's dying.
Yeah.
So D from Dan. Joker?
Zoom out again for a second.
I will flip the table.
You will flip the table. Okay.
Yeah, there you go. Thank you.
A.
Joker, I agree with you. I like it. I like it a lot.
I was torn between saying S or A. Either way, either of them would be fine by me.
The Revenant and the Grell are an S. This is not an S.
It's an A from me. Okay, so it's got two S's and a C there. DBB. BBD.
Like I said, most of my votes are artistic, not for what it resembles D&D wise, because I don't know most of them. Yeah. Artistic wise,
I agree. I mean, I agree with Peter. I don't think it's an S, but I think the detail of the horse is really good. BABAC. BABAC. Oh, damn. I've just written those in the wrong place. BABAC. Okay. I've moved them. Moved those votes. Okay. It's going again. It has spread opinion wildly. It's got loads of A's, B's, and D votes with a few S votes and a few C votes. So it has to go right in the middle again. Right in the middle. So we'll slap it in the middle. Now, I put this one in because it's weird. What is happening here? Someone like to tell me what's happening here?
I don't know when I don't want to know.
I don't like it. Maybe he's rescuing them.
probably being tormented by the memories of his kids, like Fenwick did the other day.
Maybe. Let's just vote and move on. Okay. Let's vote. Vote from you three.
A.
D.
C.
It's my first D. I just don't know what's going on. But I'm not sure. It's one of these ones I really don't know.
Exactly.
We've got
exactly.
CDDC. CDDC.
Actually, flip the table. Yeah.
DDCD. Oh, DDCD. Oh. D.
No.
C. D, D, D. It's our first D. Yeah, it's got a D majority. It's got a D. They could be water spirits. You're right. You're right. You want spiders, Iman?
Oh, fuck off. Oh, why?
Hello, number spider.
You want spiders. You want spiders. This is a frightening spider.
Yeah, I'm
This
not
is a
looking at
proper-
it.
All right. I'm going
What's
S.
underneath the spider?
I'm going S.
It's an A from me for this spider. I like this one. I like this one.
I don't know. It's like
Stop, goddamn.
it
You're
feels
on
like
my
it
shit.
doesn't have enough eyes, and that's such a weird thing to say. I don't know.
That's what I'm
Table
going.
flip. Fuck it. Table
I'm
flip.
going S. Just to screw with them on.
Too many table flips. Have an opinion.
S.
Joker? Joker, what's your vote?
S.
Okay.
This is a
I
table
love
flip
I love the
onto
spider.
that spider to squash it. That's what's going on.
Okay, it's got 2 B's, 2 D's.
If I see that thing in my dungeon, it is gonna be set on fire.
All it's
Straight
missing. All it's missing is a forest full of trees for it to jump on.
A little hobbit to eat.
I got attacked by a spider in my car on the way home today. That wasn't fun.
Did you deserve it?
I don't know where it came from, but it fucking webbed down right next to me.
Poor spider.
Is it wielding a leg? Yes, it does appear to be wielding a leg. Yes. A foot with a great big bunion on it as well.
I honestly would give it a table flip, but just to screw with them on, I'm giving it an S.
Yes, a few people are doing that.
Yep. Sorry, Matt. Love
You're
it.
You're about to find out what happened in Deadlight.
Yeah, I know. I know. Yeah.
Okay, it's got a few D's. It is holding a foot. with an eye
Yeah, go on,
it.
fellow table flippers. Yes, no Saurian. Fuck this spider.
It's got a few D's, but it's got a lot of B's, and it's got some A's and S's. But the D's drag it to the top, very top of B. So it goes near the top of B. There we go.
Wait, are these all for the spider? That's
Yeah.
a lot of D's.
Yeah. Well, it's got 5 D's, 6 D's.
Yes, Jerry. Yes, Jeb. Yes, King of the Nerds. Screw you, Straw Piglet. Screw you, Peter. I love you guys, really.
I loved it. That's amazing.
Complete change of direction. Fairy
That
Tale
is-
Castle.
Yeah.
That's a total S. I love it.
Iman. Joker.
A.
Yeah. Don't like it.
Joker? You don't like it. What do you vote?
Don't like it.
Joker?
D.
D. Ooh. Okay. ACS. ACS. CSA. Child Support Agency. SASB. SASB. It's an A from me. There's an S from Jerry. S's are in the lead, but it said, but they're not a majority.
Where did my poor spider go?
Spider's in high B.
Oh, that's what I do. Okay.
That would have got a C if it wasn't for me telling everyone that I don't like spiders.
Okay.
I will
Right.
say, by the way, I'm not afraid of spiders. I just don't like them. They're fucking creepy.
That means you're afraid of them.
So is the
I can-
mother-in-law, but we're going to put up with them.
I just don't want to touch them with my bare hands. Ugh.
It's got an equal number of S's and A's with some B's, C's, and one D, which means
An A.
it goes bottom of A's.
One of my friends used to have a pet tarantula. Oh, hello. That's an S.
Definitely. Yeah, I really like that.
The lighting's
shading,
fantastic, isn't it?
everything
Yeah.
else.
That is one of the best ones of the night.
That's an S. Yeah.
You know what it reminds me of? Joker, you'll know this. Resident Evil 4.
Yeah.
Joker, what's your vote?
A strong A.
Strong A. I'm with you, Joker. It's a strong A from me.
It's all A's and S's in chat so far.
Yeah. S A S A.
Where my spider should belong.
Your spider.
You like that spider.
I know if you ever run a game for me, Joker, what creature you're going to put in it.
If I ever run
Spiders.
if I ever run one, spiders would be the last creatures that would come across my mind.
Oh, good. I mean, what a shame.
I like using spiders.
My
Right.
mind kind of often goes like to the ogres and what now?
Knowles.
This goes into the A's. It's got a fair few S's, a lot of A's, and one B.
Okay.
It's just neat. That's like
It's nice,
you
isn't
walk
it?
in and who is that? Is it somebody's grandmother or an old cleric? So yeah.
Oh, what is that?
Ooh, indeed. Ooh, indeed.
Oh, hello.
Probably yes, it's one of the most grotesque ones in there. Straight S
That's
from
That's like the ghoul, but like so much worse.
yeah.
Like the picture, not the picture is worse, but the thing in the picture.
Yeah.
That's,
What are your votes then, chaps?
A B.
Yeah.
Dan?
B, because artwork could be better, but I know what they want to imply.
For me, it's an A. I love the grotesqueness. I love the grotesqueness, but you knew that was coming anyway, didn't you? So,
Yeah.
BDBC. BDBC. CBBB. So 3 B's. 1, 2, 3, and a C. Looks like a B skeleton. Yeah, maybe. What's wrong with a B skeletons, though? Apart from being a bit of a oxymoron. A from Coco. And a B from Jerry. Bees have it's not a majority of Bs, but there's a fairly even number of votes above and below the B, slightly more below, but mostly Bs with 8 B votes out of 16, 17 odd votes. So it has to go into the middle of Bs somewhere. Okay. These are definitely dwarfs.
Let me have a look.
D.
Yeah, we can agree those are dwarfs.
Almost
Yes, definitely
table.
dwarf.
Almost table flip.
Yeah,
D is table flip.
Yeah.
I'm not quite table flip, but I give it a C.
I'm a C here as well. It is one of those ones that's too busy. He's got dwarfs really nicely in this, but there's just too much there to.
Oh, you wanted dwarfs, did you? I'll give you dwarfs.
I agree. Some of them could have been drawn better because I mean the one above the shield just disappears into nothingness.
Yeah, there needs to be a bit more differentiation between the figures, doesn't there?
Yes.
A bit more shadowing between the figures. It's a C from me. I respect the amount of detail that's put into it. They look like proper dwarfs. You've just got to really stare at them to pick them out. Okay, so which of you haven't voted yet?
D.
Iman?
C.
C. And then we go up to B, C, B, D. B, C, B, D. B, C, B, D. A, C, B. Which is A, B, C. A, C, 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 C. So A and 4 C's. 4. So it's got 8 C votes so far. With 3 Ds, 3 Bs, and 2 As. Again, there's no majority there, but it's fairly obvious it's going to go into C. Yes, the Grell is in S tier. The Grell and the Revenant are the S tiers. And the Death Knight was right at the top of A tier.
Well, let's be honest. If the Grell and the Revenant weren't S tier, the whole stream would be a table flip.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. So, this goes in, it's mid C. So, we are coming towards the end now. You want dwarfs?
That's better.
Yes.
That's a better detailed S drawing.
Yes, it is. It's proper dwarfs doing proper dwarf thing. Yes, it's crowded, but you can make out the details much, much better. And for me, it's a high A.
There's more distinction between the figures.
Yeah.
Joker, what did you say?
S.
Iman and Dan, were you both A's? What did you say?
I didn't say anything.
You haven't said anything. Okay.
I give it a B, I reckon.
A B. Okay. For me, those are. For me, they are perfect dwarfs. It may be just a little bit too busy for an S, but I like the fact
that shading works.
The shading works better. Yes. Yes. And perspective is from dwarf height. Absolutely.
How depressing.
The facial details are good. Yes, they are. A, C, A. A, C, A. B, S. B, S. B, A. moving swiftly along. That is a very solid A. You have taste. You have taste, people. Goes in the A's. This is another very, very busy one with more dwarfs.
Table flip.
Yeah. Yeah.
B.
No. Flip it. Screw that. I don't like
It's a
it.
C from me, a B from Joker, and 2 table flips. Let's move it around so people can see it to zoom in. Again, there's a lot of detail, but he hasn't differentiated the figures from each other, not as well as the last one.
Well, the
They look like chocolate.
top half is shaded better than the bottom half.
Yes, it is. It is.
I don't even know what I'm looking at.
Mm-hmm.
It's dwarfs charging into battle. I don't know what they're riding there, what this thing is he's riding, but
Yeah.
Polar.
Flip it.
oh, I like the runes on the axe. But the facial expressions aren't as good as the last one. Okay,
Still
we've
a
got
table.
D, C, D, C, A, C. Straw Piglet likes dwarfs, doesn't he? C, B, B. B, D. Right. Votes are coming in. There's another C there. It is all white. Yes, yes. A giant mole. Could well be. Could well be. Okay. That's going into C. It's got 6 C votes, 5 D votes, 4 B votes, and an A vote. So
That's a C.
that's a C. Yes, it's a clear C. There's a D from Squirrel Hermit. Last 6 now. I believe this is from a fighting fantasy book called Getting Rid of Stalker.
I don't recognize this one.
Flip the table. Screw that.
You flip the table on this one.
I don't like it. at
I
all.
like
Oh.
That's an A.
An A from Iman, a D from Dan, a B from me, from Joker,
An S from the killer.
an S.
Nice. Okay. I can see that.
Does have a weird contrast in figures, but I think that's intentional.
I'm gonna try and find that picture that I was thinking of, John, because you may not have it on the ones that are remaining.
Ah, A B A B. Okay. A B A B.
I mean, honestly,
A.
what is it? It looks like they hacked 2 or 3 pictures onto the same one. Like the face,
I think Jeb's got this right. Actually, it looks too much like one of your ex-wives.
Well,
might
both-
be. Let
Oh,
me
this-
say that.
Found it, John.
Yeah.
Actually, they were better looking. Just so you know.
I'll send
Manfred's
you the-
coming with an. Okay. So it's got 9 A's.
TV next. Oh my God, that's funny.
This is coming into the A's.
Good. It should.
It's coming to the bottom of the A's, but it's still in the A's.
God, you could do better than that, guys.
I agree with you, Joker. Oh. Oh.
Oh, hello, mister. Now, there's an electric eel you don't want to touch.
That's what I was thinking. It looks like an eel.
I'll give that an A. If not, that's just horrifying.
It is horrifying, isn't
Palasar
it?
says, is that the thing Dan fed the kid to?
Yeah, it probably is. Yeah, yes. Iman, Joker.
Yes.
I'll go S. Yeah.
Nah, C.
Okay.
Not a cup of tea, love.
Not your cup of tea. SBB. SCB.
There's a bit of trypophobia in there, no sorry, and it's not that bad, thankfully.
And there's 3 A's. 4 A's. A B and another A.
4A?
And there's 2 more B's. Okay. At the moment, it has 4 S's, 6 A's, which includes an A from me, 6 B's, and 2 C's. It's creeping into the bottom of A.
Really? Ugh.
Yeah.
My thing is, okay, don't go off of the artwork. It's what does that inspire?
Huh.
That's
I wonder who
that
this
was
could be.
sheer terror. That was sheer terror.
This looks like it's another man in a room. I think this is also Warlock of Firetop Mountain, isn't it?
It is. It's the maze guy.
Yeah.
I'm going to give it an A.
S. I love books. S.
If we're talking associated memories, I'd give it a table flip, but I ain't doing that, so...
B for me, Joker.
S.
DAA, ACS.
Mainly because it's shocking that some of the others haven't got to the top.
you like his style, then, Joker.
There's a lot of the dark B's that should have been higher, but that's just taking it from an artistic point of view instead of D&D representation of it.
Right.
Just verging on the idea of being a little bit too busy on the background, but only just.
Well, what else is this man going to do with his time? He's stuck in a mountain.
No, I mean drawing wise, to be fair.
Yeah. A little shading would have improved my vote from the B, but
That's why it's not getting an S.
yep. It's got 5 S's, 4 A's, 3 B's, a C, and 3 D's. I'm going to have to get my maths out again. I reckon it's going to come in a very, very high B, but we'll see. 20, points there, 12 points there, 6 points there, and 1 point there. 32, 39 points from 9, 10, 16 votes. It's 2 and 7 over 16. Where does that put it? 2 and 7 over 16.
Sorry, what? I wasn't listening. It's just under half.
Okay, it goes in the B's. Space Canuck Man's thrown in an S. Ooh, okay. This gives it another 4 points.
Sorry, I was looking for more artwork.
Okay, so it goes to in that. It goes above halfway up a B now.
Guys, there's nothing wrong with that table. It's absolutely fine. Nothing menacing about it at all. What are you on about?
Oh, hello, my dear friend. That's got to be a guardian of some sort.
That's a tough one. That's like A bordering on S.
Yeah. A. Yeah.
Yeah, I think A.
Joker?
Yes.
Yes. A from me. I like its menacingness. I like its dripping flames that are falling onto its feet. Oh, yes. Yes.
Even though it doesn't have pupils, you can tell it's looking at you with that sort of look of, there you are.
SAS. SAS.
Who dares wins.
SAC. AABB. S from Manfred. Okay. Straw Piglet's calling everybody crazy. Right. So what did Straw Piglet vote? Give it a B. It's an A from me. Definitely an A from me.
Manfred so must be loving the aardvark.
He must be, yes. At the moment, it's coming out as a high A.
I'm happy with that.
It's got 7 S's, 7 A's, 3 B's, and a C.
Yeah, that kind of works out, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? There we go. This one is called Lost Hearts.
Oh.
He's had his heart ripped out.
B.
C.
Fuggling you asleep. You cannot type for shit. Yes. So we've got a B and a C so far from you two, yeah?
Yeah.
Bottom A.
Bottom A. Okay.
A, B, C from us.
Okay. I love the feeling of fear on his face. And it's
that's what's making me have at the bottom of A.
Yeah. I think he's got the facial expression brilliantly. You know, he's very. I think he is he dead? He's had his heart ripped out, but is it his death pose? You don't know, do you? You don't know.
He's waiting for his 5-minute monologue before he dies.
I mean, you don't leak that much blood in an instant when you get your heart ripped out. It takes a bit of time to have that much blood. So that's probably likely his death pose.
Yes, yes.
But like clearly it looks like the last thing he saw was like he was staring at something that did this to him.
Yes.
Hey guys, I gotta go.
Okay,
All right,
then.
no worries. Take it easy.
Not-
Cheers, Dan.
I'd love to hang out, but
Yeah, hopefully oh, he's gone. Right. I was gonna say hopefully I'll catch up with him some other time.
Okay, right. Looking at this so far, it's got more C's than anything else. It's not a majority of C's. Oh, no, it is. It's 9C. So, yes, it's high C. It's high C. Just recounted. Okay. Okay. So we have the astronomer pouring through his books.
Is that Yaztromo?
Don't know.
An
Don't know.
iteration of him, probably.
He's pouring
Or
through his
is he a
books.
magician?
There's all sorts of bonkersness around him. But look above.
Oh, hello.
Hello, indeed. Hello.
Fresh from Wakanda.
Piles upon piles of books. I think Dan would have liked the books.
That's another like high A bordering on S for me.
Yeah.
I'll say
Okay, okay.
A. No, do you know what? Fuck it, S.
Okay, all right. Okay. So we're looking at chat. BSB.
Ah, the Bloodstarved Beast, of course.
A B A. A B A. B S. B S. S B. I can tell you straight away we don't need to go much longer because that is firmly going in A. It's had a lot of B votes and a fair few S votes, but the A's have it, and the A is where it goes. Okay, I think there is just one more. Just one more.
Oh, nice, lovely horse.
This to me, what has spooked this horse? This horse is bolting. I love that foggy sort of effect, the misty effect is running through, and I like the outlines of the trees. Something has spooked it. I love this one. This is an S from me. What about you two?
Oh, I'll agree with that one.
You'll agree with that one.
I'll give it a C, mate. Sorry.
You don't like it? Okay. Miserable
I
git.
think if it was missing the fog but still had everything else, it would be so much better.
I like the fog.
Fog effect that they've done doesn't look right.
No, I like it. I like it. No, you're wrong. You're wrong.
I mean, that's okay. You're allowed to be wrong.
ASAC.
Exactly, Halakar. Right, exactly. You get what I mean. It just doesn't look right.
And the C from Nosorian. Okay, okay. It's been dragged down. It's at low A at the moment. It's got
Yeah.
six S's, 5 A's, a B, and 3 C's.
Keep dragging it down, guys. Go on. Tell him. But that's the only thing that's the problem with it for me. And because it takes up so much of the picture.
I love it. I like the fact that fog is. It is definitely fog. It's a mist of some sort.
But it's done weirdly. But I understand they were trying to go for the illusion of, like, you know, the horse running through it, but that's not how it would look.
Doesn't matter to me. Doesn't matter to me. I just wonder what spooked the horse.
Like, trust me, I smoke. I understand the mechanics of, like, mist and smoke and shit.
It's going in A, though. It goes in A.
Well, as long as it's not an S.
There we go. There were only 2 S's. What's the black spot at its forehead? Maybe it's been stabbed, shot, clawed. Maybe it is a dehorned unicorn. There's an idea.
Oh, yeah. That would make sense.
Yeah, yeah. Right. There were only 2 S's. The Revenant and the Grell from Fiend Folio. It was good to see some love for some classic Fiend Folio images, especially the Death Knight. Quite a few of the original images from Warlock of Firetop Mountain got themselves in the high tiers. Only one D tier one. Oh yes, only one D tier down there, and the D tier is because we just didn't really know what was happening in it. You want to see the Grell again? Let me see if I can find the Grell picture. There you go. There you go. Straw Piglet. Especially for Straw Piglet, the Grell. Yeah, I mean, I can certainly do something with the monster manual. There's more. I picked one artist here on purpose because if I picked everything in the Fiend Folio, we'd have been here forever, and we would be here forever if we did the entire monster manual. But I can certainly pick out some of what I think are the best works from the monster manual. We can and do one, and we can do it for monster manual 2 as well. But yeah, Grell got the top vote. Revenant, that brilliant Revenant picture got second.
Daryl, for the past over a year, we've been dealing with an adversary in Horror on the Orient Express in Call of Cthulhu that he likes to appear from mist.
He does, yes, he does. So they've had a lot of yes, and yeah, we've had a lot of mist just creeping under doorways and seeping in and billowing around the floor, making the room turn.
On Tuesday, I asked the question. Look, I opened the door. Does the mist dissipate? No, it doesn't. What? But it should. We've done bits and pieces from the. We've certainly done. We've done a lot of Trampier stuff. So maybe a lot of Monster Manual stuff appeared in the Trampier one I did. Right, let's have a little look at what you've sent me, Iman.
I'm going to have to move this across because I don't particularly want to stream all these. Let's have a little look at what you've sent.
Oh yes, the Revenant.
Oh yeah, I know the one.
You know the one.
Right. Let's put him on. I'll put him on here. There we go. It's a bit blurred, but yes, I know the one you mean. With the whip in his hand, the Orc chieftain's been beating his servant, who is whimpering beneath him. Yeah. He didn't have that on his
blog.
On his blog. No, but that that's a good one. That's a good one.
See, like for me, especially, being 9-10 years old, playing through the book for the first time, and you're like, oh well, he's getting whipped, I want to help him, but then he turns on you, and I'm like, you bastard.
I'm just doing my hand
for
though.
that reason, I have to give it an S.
The hand is wrong. Fingers on his hand are back to front.
Oh, the wrong way around. Yep.
They are, yeah. They are completely the wrong way round.
Yes, this is how hands work. No, don't question it. But yeah, it's a fantastic image.
Yeah. It's a good emaciated leaked. Yes, there we go.
Oh,
John,
dear.
I'll send you a picture on Discord. You might find funny.
Let's have a look. Rise of the Rats. Right. Yeah.
Oh dear.
Oh yes. Yes, there we go. Birmingham at the moment.
Due to Birmingham being men strikes.
Yes.
Indefinitely.
Right. Anyhow, I think we're going to have to bring it to a close there because we have gone on beyond the usual pumpkin hour. So what I'm going to say now is thank you, fellas, for popping by and giving your votes. Thank you, chat, for giving your votes. I think we've had some really, really good artwork tonight. Russ Nicholson, I think he had his own style, and not everybody liked his weirdness and the scrawniness and the gnarliness of some of it. But I think it defined the whole tone of the monster of the Fiend Folio. And there was a lot of icky things in there, and it's down to him and the way he portrays them, which is great. And you can see as he moved on, he got some of his stuff is very busy, but there's a sense of humor in there. There are questions in there. He certainly got more natural as time went on, but there's still that grotesqueness. Yeah, I appreciate him more now. Yeah, Coco, I agree with you. He was a very imaginative artist, and I'm going to end by saying rest in peace, Russ Nicholson. I know it's been a couple of years, but I think the fantasy world lost a good artist in him. But thank you all. Thank you, everybody, for joining me. I'm going to end the stream now. Good night, fellas.
Right.
Cheers, John. Cheers, Joker. Cheers, all. Good night.